do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave.
Hey dude, welcome. I'm going to turn the rest of this on until we get back over here.
That May of him telling people as he was entering to remain
Really? I'll
peaceful.
have to check
We
that
showed
out.
this in November 2021.
I'll link to it.
The police here are willing to work with us and cooperate peacefully, like our First Amendment allows. Gather more Americans
Just tell it that it's just
under
there
the
for a
condition
charge.
that they will
I think
come
that's one of the
together peacefully
choices.
to discuss what needs to be done to save our country.
One other or the other. You need a show. You understand? Yes. Show us.
Yeah. And then there was the QAnon shaman. I don't know if it's in that clip.
He's
but
right,
saying-
I think it's like right after
saying,
that.
You have to remain peaceful. And we all had a good laugh about it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's going to be a senator soon.
Because we didn't know that he would be doing hard time for that.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, the reason we are showing this to you is not to say, hey, trust us and don't trust anyone else. The reason we're showing this to you is because, hey, you think the committee didn't know this?
They knew it. They had it the entire time.
And do you think that other people on the, whether it's Fox News, you think they didn't know it? Long before Tucker Carlson had some new exclusive footage, what was publicly available showed you that the vast majority of people that day not only didn't breach anything, not only didn't riot, they requested entry and were granted it. Everyone knew it. I'm telling you this right now, inside baseball. Everyone in this industry, left, right, knew it. Very few people covered it. September 28th, 2022. So we've gone from 2021, January 2021, now all the way through September 20th, 2022. We covered all of this again, which you can go and watch. I don't know if this is still on YouTube. I know for sure it's on Mug
I think
Club.
it is. Yeah, I think I saw this one.
Okay,
At this point, it had
Ready.
become acceptable, just like now you can actually question election results
Who knew?
on YouTube. We did a live stream, A to Z, I believe it was 3 hours, on the January 6th committee hearings, or the release. I don't remember what it was they were going to do. I believe it was going to be hearing that day, which they canceled, but we streamed anyway. Here you go. You wanted evidence? And we'll make sure this is up with the references at louderwithcredit.com.
The criticism of police action ranges from questioning their effectiveness to questioning their effort. One Tennessee congressman says at times officers appeared complicit and that he's never seen a crowd.
All right. So there's a whole episode. You can go and watch it. There's a bunch of clips on there. Okay. So we have some new footage, though. That is true. And I say this because there's, letter of the law, spirit of the law. The spirit of what we've known hasn't changed.
Not at all.
The letter of the law here of what we know has changed a little bit. And I think that the primary change that I see is Capitol Police being either accomplices or accessory to treason, if that's the case, if that's the charge. Because when you release someone's restraints and you fist bump them and send them into the Capitol, if you either you knew that it was a riot and an insurrection, or by the way, it's also kind of hard because Donald Trump was still president at this point, I guess, to an insurrection against himself. I know it was to stop an election, but this is pretty silly.
Yeah.
One rioter, this is the clip, like this police officer, Capitol Police, is this person liable at all if people are being arrested for treason? And he says, yeah, great. Go on in and commit treason.
And there's no audio on this.
There's no audio. Some people have said that they have identified this person. We haven't been able to confirm it yet.
Yeah, some people are trying to say this may have been an undercover, and I don't think that's the case here. I think they have identified that this person did get in some trouble, even though they fist bumped. But that doesn't, like, a terrorist? Do you fist bump a terrorist as you're, catching them?
Yeah, remember when they
and then uncuffing them?
Fist bumping Black Lives Matter protesters?
Yeah, exactly. And you can also find, by the way, footage of people knocking stuff off of desks and other people picking them up.
Yeah.
You've already seen the footage that we've shown you of saying, hey, let's remain peaceful, of a huge percentage of people being escorted through, being peaceful. Tucker Carlson released some more security footage. Here's another one, though, and this one is really sad.
Yeah, it pisses me.
We also have some footage of Matthew Perna. This is the guy in this clip in the red MAGA sweatshirt. And I'll give you the context after, because this is where you have a government literally Well, literally arresting, lying to their citizens, arresting political dissidents. And in this case, unfortunately, the guy, because he had his back up against a wall, the outcome was tragic. So this is Matthew Perna, red MAGA sweatshirt, who was looking at years in prison on camera, walking calmly through the Capitol. Here's a clip. It's him in the red sweater. Right there, the police officers talking.
Not even really paying attention.
Not even really paying attention. You know? So the reason this matters is because picture you're this guy, Perna, okay? You know what you've done. You know how you behaved. And then you're finding out, oh, they're going after people. They're going. So you're thinking, okay, trespassing. He turned himself in to the federal authorities. Mm-hmm. Turned himself in, expecting some kind of leniency. Very little, if any, prison time. Probably thinking trespassing.
Then he got a phone
misdemeanor charges.
Misdemeanor charges. And then the feds demanded or proposed enhancing the charges to, I believe, terrorism.
And
add sentencing.
So at sentencing. So he had already pled guilty.
And they wanted to add time, of course, a huge portion. So he pled guilty.
Yes.
Like, all right, some 4 misdemeanor charges.
Deal.
Yeah. Misdemeanor is just to be killed. That can be a speeding ticket, or it can be trespassing, like being kicked out of Juice Land in Austin, Texas.
And his, I think it was his, which happened to you. I think it was his aunt that I met at Mar-a-Lago at the debut of Police State, and she, like, this is her nephew. Like, this is somebody who called her and talked to her about this. Said, I'm going to turn myself in. And then when he goes to get before the judge, the lawyers call him and say, hey, by the way, they've actually they want to tack on a terrorism charge to this, because they want to make an example of people who are walking through the Capitol. Those police officers over there, a couple of them were paying attention. 2 of them were just sitting there talking to themselves. If you're in fear of your life, if you're in mortal danger, are you having a conversation or is your head on a swivel? Right. And by the way that they get to this terrorism charge is that you're trying to obstruct a process of the government, right, where they were trying to confirm a new president. Nope, that's not what was happening at the time. The only thing they did was shoot themselves in the foot by doing that, because they actually only postponed and actually didn't even go back to it, challenging the slate of electors. That's what was going to happen at that moment. They didn't stop them from confirming Joe Biden. That wasn't even on the table yet. What they did is they stopped everybody from actually making their arguments, because they finally said, screw it, we're done. 4 people have committed suicide.
Yep, and Perna's one of them.
And Perna's one.
After finding out, you have to understand, hey, you see what's going on in the news and you know, oh, they're going to hang me publicly for this.
Yeah.
I am not built for prison. I'm not a criminal.
9/11 Part 2. Yeah. Everything in the media
going, they're going to put me in prison. They're probably going to put me in general population. Yep. They're probably going to put a target on my back for sure.
Yep. Tell everybody what you did.
My life is gone, and I turned myself in after filming. By the way, filming with his camera. Think he didn't have that footage. Go look. This is what happened.
Yeah, we've had it.
March 2022, committed suicide after they demanded at sentencing to increase the penalties. Now, here's the thing. I know what you'll say, but isn't there some footage of people breaking? There's some footage, by the way, and it's really tough because these clips have been released without context, where it looks like fights are breaking out here, fights are breaking out there. That happens, but overwhelmingly, certainly in some portions here of the Capitol, were peaceful for the entirety. Now, often, and this is something that I really do hope comes from this, we can cover this on the side of, the side of the public, of you knowing this information, of providing you with this information. We can't change the laws. Now, hopefully it applies some pressure to Republicans and to conservatives to stop being spineless and do something about it. That's why we've covered this quite a bit from the moment it happened. But they'll often say, well, what can be done now? Like Pennsylvania changing its state constitution. At this point, it's a moot point. Well, no, it's not. Hey, anyone who is on camera, since all this is released, anyone who's on camera not being violent, they need some restitution for their jail time. Or if they're still, by the way, facing trial, needs to be dropped. And this is where the government needs to make it right. You have the ability to. Right now, it's like, what's done is done. No, what's done is not done. The people who are still alive, who you can see on camera throughout the entirety of this event, I'm not saying if someone actually did push down a barricade. I think people can agree, okay, trespassing, fine. Shouldn't be in prison for 20 years for terrorism, but the people who did nothing, the Pernas, assuming that there isn't more footage that shows him going absolutely nuts, attacking someone's face like he was on bath salts. Doesn't seem like that's very likely to happen. You have the footage. Yeah. You can see if these people were violent or not. You can see if they were committing terrorism or not. You can see if they were vandalizing or not. Every single one of them goes free, and anyone who lost months or years of their life, yes, you owe them a payout. It's one of the few times you will hear me say, this can be done and must be done. And anyone who saw this footage,
there we go.
Anyone who saw this footage and went along with it anyway to jail. Let's be clear about what this is. Jailing, sentencing, political dissidents, they need to be brought up on charges, on criminal charges. They need to be kicked out, and they need to be exposed. This is not just, tit for tat, an eye for an eye, leaves the whole world blind. Imagine you're someone who the Capitol Police invite in. You say, everyone be peaceful. You take a few pictures. You bring your vintage Polaroid. And then you're looking at years in a federal penitentiary. Imagine that is you.
Right.
Because that's what these people have had to live through. And there are folks in high positions of power who are complicit.
Yeah. And Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney especially, those two Republicans who tried to give credibility to the January 6th hearings. The entire hearing we knew was going to be a circus. We didn't know how bad it was. They knew this information. They had those videos to be able to look at. You guys are out of jobs. I know Adam and Liz, thank God the voters got you, or you decided to kind of tuck tail and run. Lucky for you. Everybody else on that, out of a job tomorrow. Done. You've committed a crime. You've jailed political opponents. People who you can go and occupy whatever building you want to if you're pro-Palestine protester, or if you're with a teachers union, or if you're Black Lives Matter. You can do it then. You can walk through. And again, you can point out those crowds and say, hey, there's some people there that were violent that we need to put in jail. Fantastic. Let's apply the same principle to the people on January 6th. You have to let almost everybody go that you have in custody right now, and you have to say, I am sorry publicly. This can never, ever happen again. Do you understand the slippery slope that we are on with this?
I'll check it.
It will only get worse. You think Malay down there, that guy coming into office and the pendulum swinging?
Yeah.
That's how you end up with these authoritarian figures, is because you do stupid stuff like this long enough, and the people get so fed up, they're just so hungry for justice that they'll do something that maybe isn't in their own best interest for somebody promising justice.
Yeah.
And it never ends.
And you know what? One really good thing that Johnson may have accomplished here is now Republicans who are running, you might see in the next debate, being a mainstream view, and by the way, freeing all January 6th
we haven't done
prisoners
paper checks
and making that right.
years.
Because everyone's been afraid, and I'm telling you why it's a third rail.
It's saved.
Third
We
rail
do our
because
own
you're
payroll.
banned
Most
from big tech.
companies
At least you were for a
use
very
payroll
long time.
company.
Now, it shouldn't
We are a
require
payroll company.
people out there like
We
ourselves,
actually-
and by the
we
way,
have
many
some of
great
our
people
clients
on
we don't
Twitter,
even
just to be
staff
clear,
for.
who've
We just
also
do
been
their
covering this,
payroll.
but it shouldn't require us and them to do this when people have access to all of this footage, and they didn't do it at all.
or wherever you
It
want
shouldn't
it to go.
require us to do it when these people should have been pardoned within the month.
Put in your
Right?
numbers.
It shouldn't be required, but I'm willing to bet that now you'll see everyone be emboldened. I've always believed in freeing January. No, they're full of. But I'll take the win, because these people who are in jail are these people whose lives have been ruined. Of course, there needs to be some justice. But
then you go to, like,
just
have to go to, like,
remember
a check
when
cashing
people
place or something
weren't
like that,
saying
they
that.
take
Not all
a big
Republicans
chunk of it
were
and-
saying that.
Even
And if they're saying, well, we were
Kroger's
waiting
check
for
there
the
or
footage. No, you all had enough. You all had enough. And just based on what was publicly available, and you all had, or most of you had access to this, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yeah. You know what you didn't have enough of? Courage.
Yeah.
Just because the media was spinning that January 6th was the worst thing that ever happened to our country since 9/11, you didn't have the balls to stand up and say, wait a minute, nobody died that day other than Ashley Babbitt. All these other reported deaths, you got all that wrong.
fact,
Nobody
we have a nice
actually, there were some
percentage of
people that
people
got
that are using
assaulted. We've
Cash
got
App.
cameras on those guys. We
It
can go
doesn't
get those
always,
guys. We'll
but
pick them up. They
generally
committed a
you'll get a
crime.
little
We
bit
know how to
earlier
take
on
care of
Cash
this.
App than you do
Everybody else
from
was
the
a
bank.
peaceful protester or somebody who went on a little bit of a tour. And
Depends,
if
and
they
that-
damage some
it-
stuff,
it
yeah, fine,
does
go
depend.
ahead.
And what's
Take
funny
care of it.
too,
I don't know
though,
if
is
it's
that
60 days,
people
if
get
it's
used
6
to
months,
that,
maybe that they have to serve for
and then they
damaging,
start calling me
property
on
that can't be
Wednesday,
replaced. Fine.
Thursday, like, hey, I didn't
But
get
you didn't have
paid
the
yet.
balls
Like,
to do that
maybe
because
it's
you didn't
Friday.
want to look like a Trumper.
Can't do anything till
You didn't want to
Friday.
look
What are you
like
talking about?
you were with the
Like,
guy
well, I
who
usually
was
get
claiming
it.
the election
I
was
usually
stolen.
get it. I'm like,
you
well, it's-
were a coward,
Payday's Friday.
Adam, Liz,
Payday's
and
Friday.
so many others. You're just the two
If it's
that
not
I
there
know
by
were on
noon
that
on Friday,
committee
give me a
could
call
have
on
done
this.
something.
Because I can't do
but didn't.
anything until it
Steven
doesn't
said it
show up on
right.
Friday.
Set an example. They're trying to set an example. Like a stockade.
Yeah.
Put them out
I mean,
in front of
this
it.
week
This is
I'm
what
actually-
happened to you
as
if you
soon as we
oppose
get
us.
done here, I'm
That's
doing
legitimately
payroll
what they're doing. And this
for last
administration
week, because
loves
normally
prison.
I do it Wednesday,
They
Thursday,
freaking
or Tuesday
love
or
prison,
Wednesday.
dude. You know how many people,
but
the
yeah,
least
because
amount
of
of
the holidays,
pardons of any, not
I'm
that I
doing it
care
today.
about pardons,
I'm doing this
when it comes to
and
this kind of stuff, it's a great example. The least amount of pardons in decades. Like, I'm talking 60, 70 years, the least amount of pardons.
Yeah.
Donald Trump in 4 years, it was like 240, 250, something like that. In 8 years, Obama had like 600, 700 pardons. In his 3 years so far, Biden, 9.
Wow.
9 pardons.
He goes to bed too early. Those pardons come in at
9
4.
him and all the laws that he made as a senator in the 90s.
Yeah.
And Kamala Harris with all the people that she put behind
wound up
bars
as
as a
basically
district
free state
attorney.
labor.
Yeah. Both of those people, this administration completely loves prison, and it's the left's biggest weapon right now. That's why they got Trump on getting hearings right after the primaries are ending. They got all these January 6th. They're setting an example of that's what a banana republic does. That's what Argentina should be doing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what Biden's doing. They're like, put these people for walking around the Capitol in prison for years.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Sorry.
Whereas, no, it's a great point, Josh. Show Josh you love him.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
That's a great thank you for your service, Josh. And when you compare it, too, to the fact that, hey, the people on the right are going, hold on a second. Violent criminals should be in prison. Yeah. And the left says, no, they can get out with it. They don't even need any cash. Just let them back out.
No bail.
No bail.
You guys promise you'll be good?
One second. But this guy with a flip phone filming himself in the Capitol, where he was escorted by Capitol Police, life in rape me prison. That's what we're actually dealing with here. Yeah. That is evil. That is absolutely evil. And you talk about setting an example. Guess what? Big tech's already done it. Most conservatives play along. Yeah. That's the truth. That's the truth. You're now dealing with this, right, in government, but from the sphere of public perception, big tech said can't talk about elections, can't question vaccines, can't talk about January 6th, period. And most people said, fine. Thank you for supporting us on Rumble and Mug Club. I guess, Tim, we have Finnegan.
Yeah,
maybe.
He's been calling.
He's still calling?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Let's... Okay, Finnegan, how are you?
Hi, Stephen. And that's just giving us permission. We don't actually have to run it. But if we move you into a spot that requires it, we don't even run backgrounds unless it's requested by the client. Now, if they move you into a management position or something like that, then we would run it.
He'll rub some dirt on it. Again, Crowder Shop, going to the holidays. 20% off the hoodies.
Giving us permission to do
promo
it.
code
It's not
Patriot
required
20,
to
and
start.
right now we are every single dollar, 10 entries for a
Pacific
2024
Cannabis, the
Ford
same as alcohol.
Raptor.
Yeah, baby.
And $10,000 cash. Don't say baby. I hate it when you say baby because it makes you sound like you want to be a black
Well, I
athlete,
mean,
but
employers
you're
don't have to do that. They can still say no.
2024 Ford Raptor at Crowder Shop. That was someone's like, yeah, baby. It's like
They
you
can say
feel
that.
like people. It's like, oh yes, that's a
No,
white thing
we
to
consider
say.
it the same as alcohol. Just don't use
There are
before
babies that are
coming.
white.
And just
All
realize
right,
though,
we're gonna
that
play
if you
hate
are
symbol or
injured on
not.
the
If
job,
you're
or
watching on
if
Rumble,
you
just click this right now. You can
damage,
join Mug
you
Club
will
and
be
watch
dropped.
this. There's no way. Even we could run it on Rumble, but we're not. This is hate symbol or not is a love letter to Mug Club. Thank you, Rumble. YouTube. I know there's very little on YouTube today. It's pretty much all been dump buttons. So you know what? You knew this was coming.
Well, at school they will do this because you sign, and sometimes they will say, okay, everybody's going to be doing these word tests, and you can't read them.
No, I don't care.
Some people don't have a filter.
Is it charging? Okay, good. It is for another 40 days.
I'm a female.
Hey, dirty.
It is not my day of remembrance. Fully still
Well, I hope
now.
not. You're still with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we don't want to have a day of remembrance, Gerald. We want to keep you around.
Yeah, no, Josh, you made some great points there. The January 6th stuff is something that you could see it happening in real time, where the media went after these people so hard, you could not be against January 6th being this horrific, tragic,
They pull at the
terrible
heartstrings.
event. Exactly.
And it
But
sucks because I wish, the separation between people, the divide
don't
of
need the
people in this
license
country is
number.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you, if you broke
it's
it
the
down
same
with
as
some of
our
these people
ID
that are not politicians,
We
that
have a
are
copy of it,
just
so.
civilians, just hating these January 6th protesters, calling it insurrection, thinking that it's actually a coup attempt, which, by the way, is the most wild
it's
thing.
the dumbest thing ever.
All those people that were there, I would say 94% at least of those people own weapons.
And nobody
They own
brought one.
guns. Yeah, nobody brought one.
Yeah, nobody brandished a
decided
firearm
to
even.
They committed a coup without
Yeah, sure,
weapons.
Yeah, the Second Amendment group brought no weapons.
They had the weapons for that reason, and they didn't bring them.
Really shitty militia.
I know, right?
It was a really shitty coup.
Well, they were trying to go with the UK model. They had a lot of whistles and batons.
Yes.
So.
Hey! We hear you thinking about certifying an election, yeah?
Super Tuesday, isn't it?
Isn't that what I heard? I'd think twice about that if I were you.
You know, but
check out my Argentinian president haircut.
Put him in handcuffs.
You know, yeah. What I
let him out. We'll let him out. We'll escort him. But
of course, mate.
Well, they only did that change.
What I want to do is have our research team go back. This really angered me, and there have been a lot of points in history of the show that we've been doing this together that I have been very pissed off about what the media is doing in real time because you can see it coming. This was one of them.
Well,
Jake Tapper's The Big Lie about the stolen election was one of those moments where I was like, oh my gosh, the big lie was that's a different thing that he's talking about right now. And he's basically setting everybody up as an not science, but an anti-truth, whatever you want to call him.
From 5 a.m.
And then there was the January 6th stuff where immediately you saw how the media, and this goes to the motive of why they covered it the way they did. We've uncovered all of this throughout the course of the show and said, no, these people didn't die. Nobody got killed. Yeah, at that. Nobody on the defensive side, so to speak.
Nick was the first one, and then they tried to claim Sick Nick, all these other officers.
They don't come out and correct the record as forcefully as they said it. They go, and maybe there's some doubt about when they died. They'll say something like that. Then the gallows there. They were trying to hang Mike Pence with a midget gallows. That was
we showed that on the stream.
Yeah, they're going to hang Mike Pence without actually bringing stuff to do it.
Yes, exactly.
But it was like a 2-foot gallows that they specifically took an image at a certain scale with that weird proximity effect. Right? They did it like it was a craft from Michaels, right? It was symbolic. When you consider the fact that, but that's real. It's like a door pull in a NASCAR garage.
Yeah, exactly. And we've seen in our lifetime, we've actually seen a nation's leader be hung by its people. Saddam Hussein was hung by his people. We saw it live on television. It did not look the same.
And we've also seen people call for actual violence against elected officials for an entire summer.
Right.
Oh, now where was that?
Yeah, it was everywhere. Well, your town was, ground zero was one of them there.
They
took over a city, for God's sake.
Well, it was like
several blocks of the city.
4 blocks.
Yeah, it was 4 blocks. So we went.
But they did it, and so they made it to where you could not fight back against this narrative. And they knew that they were doing that the entire time. And so by the time it comes around to, wait a minute, there's more information being released, everybody already has their mind made up and they cannot be swayed.
Yeah.
That's the problem with how the media covered this. They did not report. They spun a narrative because they hated Donald Trump and they did not want him in office. And they hated everybody like Donald Trump that thought like him.
Scared of him.
They hated you, and so they spun a narrative, and people are paying with their lives because they've committed suicide instead of going to prison, and some still being in prison. This is one of the worst kind of amalgamations of government and media that I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, and I often think about explaining this period in time to my children in the future. Like, and actually there was a period where billions of dollars in damages and hundreds of casualties. It was peaceful. And people were taking over government buildings.
Was that the coup?
Destroying them. Exactly. I'll say, they even took over 4 city blocks for like a good few months. And they, people were killed there.
For an electroplating
this was the January 6th. Because your kids will think that. They won't know about any of it. Think about that for a second. Your children will not know, I believe it was around 4 or 5, city blocks were taken over in the name of a political ideology in our country, and people were being killed. To be clear, your kids won't know that unless you tell them, but they'll all believe that January 6th was a deadly coup. That's why your job as a parent is so important. No one will ever remember that. You won't find it on any mainstream outlet. They won't teach it in your children's schools. How much you want to bet the teachers' unions want to teach about January 6th?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Ooh, what a great thing to study in social studies. What a great history topic. Coup in our own time.
Yeah. Our democracy on the precipice,
Yeah.
It's just they made it out to be something that it wasn't. And look, if they had made it out to be what it was, that would have been fine. Hey, there's some people that did attack cops. Hey, there's some people that did some stuff that they need to pay for. Fine, that's fine.
Riot,
but
protest.
How many people were there? Like 100,000 or so people, maybe 200,000. Like this giant crowd, and you're telling me you got 400 people that acted up a little bit?
I don't even know that anyone did attack cops. I haven't seen that footage. I know I've seen it at the barricades where they've been pushing and shoving, but but they were claiming that a cop was hit with a fire extinguisher.
I don't remember that.
I haven't seen
that. Didn't happen. They said he was killed by it.
Well, they claimed other people were hit by fire extinguishers.
Exactly.
I have yet. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I have yet to see. You guys can correct me. Footage, because you'd think there would be footage for sure
with all the cameras
of. If there was an epidemic, a pandemic almost, of fire of the old extinguisher hitting the cop trick, you'd think you'd have some footage. I haven't seen any yet.
I did see new footage being released of them shooting protesters with either paintballs or rubber bullets or something like that. I think paintballs for sure. And you're like, it's a paintball. And then you see some guy. You know what happens to a paintball in freezing weather?
Oh, I know. I used to play in 40 below.
The paint rounds.
If you get hit,
they're different. Their paint rounds is a little different.
Yeah, very, very different.
They go into an actual casing, and there's
the stuff
powder, and it shoots a paint round. It does hurt. It's not terrible pain. It's not going to penetrate, but it hurts.
Well, some guy got hit in the face with it. They were shooting into the crowd. Like, this is, I really, really hope of all this, like all my frustration of this, I just really hope that the truth finally is accepted. Not comes out. The truth has been out for a long time. Yeah. I hope the truth is finally accepted of what really happened, and people can look at the media and people like Jake Tapper and people on CNN and go, you knew the whole time. You knew the whole time, and you screwed these people over, and you tried to destroy this country because you didn't like a guy.
Yep.
Why do people on the left, not the politicians, not the media, not the people pushing this narrative, but the people listening to it, and the people believing it, and the people voting, why do they not want all of it released? Or why don't they question that? Why don't they question, hey, CNN, hey, politician, why can't we see it all? Yeah. What are you hiding? Why don't they? That doesn't go through their head at all.
Right.
Like us.
Think about this. They released texts from Donald Trump Jr. Right? You can read those selective texts from people's private phones, which, by the way, were handed over.
We got lucky with
not this. Not the actual footage.
Why don't you want to know? We want to know. We're even willing to say if we're wrong. We want to know. We want to show me why they deserve to go to prison. Please show us why.
They're busy releasing texts to fabricate indictments.
You'd think you'd want to back that up.
You'd think so. They get off. They get off on controlling you. The left. That's why. The more they can exert control and power, and they want to say Donald Trump was a fascist. Can you name me his political protesters who he arrested?
How about the people he
it's the base rate is 14. You do have a dollar differential for second
Lil Wayne.
And then there's a dollar now bonus.
Was also Walk of Flame. I don't remember.
Walk of Flame
per hour for perfect.
I think I have a new thing that we want. I want another January 6th hearing.
Yeah.
I want another January 6th hearing on what you knew, when you knew it, and what you did with that information. Because we know you had it. We know you knew these guys weren't terrorists, and you tried to put this terrorism charge. And I want people at the DOJ to have their balls in a vice.
Yeah, there's $1 for
these
shipping,
guys
but
that
for
went
both
after
ships,
these
there's
kids.
$1 for.
I think
absolutely deserve
Cheney,
to be
Kinzinger
done.
are guilty of treason. They're guilty of treason.
And
If you are complicit,
if you have a bad
saw
week,
footage
it's not going to ruin
and you
your
said
whole month.
jail
It's just that week
that
you're not
guy
gonna
who
get
you know
it.
wasn't committing a crime.
It's
That
an
is you
extra $1
jailing
now.
someone
That's
for a
40
political
bucks more.
protest.
Yeah.
That is
The
treason.
gift cards
That is
are
treasonous
only
because it
20.
goes against everything this country is based on. The idea of the First Amendment. You allowed this shit to happen and people's businesses to be burned down. Summer of Love.
And obviously they do hire folks in. He just
But
told
my
me
point is,
they're hiring
anyone who looked
two of
at
the
someone who
people
was
in,
not
so.
committing a crime, knew about it,
Which is
said,
always
put them in jail anyway, as an example.
Bittersweet for
That
me
is
because
treason.
they're coming off my
and they're
payroll.
putting them in jail
but
right
they're
away
getting-
while still
generally
delaying
getting a
the
promotion
hearings
to get
for
hired
Donald
in and
Trump.
stuff. So.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yeah. I
Well,
can't.
I mean, you got to wait until the primary so he doesn't have a chance to be in those states.
That's
After
exactly right.
$500,
He's going to
they're
win by
eligible to hire
50
him in
points.
full-time.
It's like, good luck, guys.
Pathetic. That's the coup, if anything.
All right.
Hopefully that'll happen. We'll see.
Okay. It's time to play. We'll have a
They can even do it early
here.
sometimes, but they
Thank
have to pay me a
It's
premium
time to
do it.
play Hate Symbol or Not.
What?
Basically, what they're doing is they don't have to do all this, which is there's a lot to it with workers' comp, insurance, and all that stuff. They get
All
to
right, you can
test
play
drive
along
you
in
for
chat.
$500. So, and then
I'm sorry,
they
they just showed me the side-by-side of the gallows again. It was really
productive you are when you're there.
Who is that? I can't see.
No, it's just somebody showing you the scale. Like,
I've
they
had
put that on
some
Time
people that
Magazine's
stayed with
cover
me
as the
for a
gallows
couple
to
years
hang
just
Mike
because
Pence, and then there's like a
they
4'8"
show up,
person
but
like,
it's-
"Hey, look, ma!"
Pygmy.
They're not the most motivated person when they're there and stuff. So.
You wouldn't even be able to lean.
It's not even the right knot.
On your knees.
I mean,
I
as
still
long as they're
can't do
willing
it.
to
It's
accept
still
them, I
too
mean.
short. Well, okay.
Those are usually the first
It
ones
looks
to
like
get
they
laid
did
off.
tight a
if
nice
they do have to
Windsor.
do some money.
Half Windsor.
All right.
Unbelievable.
So Hate Symbol or Not, to a man for people who are new to Mug Club. And we have a lot of, thank you, by the way,
right,
for
thank
joining
you.
up.
So I'm going to show you a lower third with a symbol in the middle, and you have to guess
They only
whether
do first
that
shift in
symbol
this
is a
building.
hate symbol or not.
Okay.
Right. And these are all actual symbols, but not
They all-
necessarily for hate.
Exactly.
And by the way, just to be clear, it's wrong to hate.
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. First one.
Well, you would
that's
only have an hour and a half left. You're on first shift.
Hey, release the manifesto. I agree.
Wow.
Hate symbol or not?
Release the manifesto, not a hate symbol.
That's going to be up on Media Matters. Do they even admit their own release the manifesto? Is there a hate symbol?
Hey, at least they'll promote it.
We got something for you tomorrow.
There you go.
This wacky thing in the center.
Wow.
Is that a hate symbol or not?
It just looks like a confused farmer.
Yeah, it looks like a Satanist cook.
Let's get the Star of David
It does.
in
It
there.
makes the
Yeah.
Star of David in the middle.
Oh.
Makes a Star of David, but I'm not.
Interesting.
Well, you also have the hammer and sickle, which makes me think perhaps some communism is afoot,
Yeah.
which would mean that the ADL or the Southern Poverty Law Center would not label it a hate symbol if it's a communist symbol. So, what do you think, Josh?
Judging by the trident, I'm going to go hate symbol.
What
hate symbol.
trident?
No, those are pitchforks.
Those are pitchforks?
Yeah.
Works, yeah.
Why would a trident also make it a hate symbol?
You know those mermaids.
Yeah, I've never. Well, up
it's
until recently, I
Poseidon?
never saw a black one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Dang,
That
that's
changed,
right.
though.
There's a reason you haven't seen it.
Yeah, but now we've made progress.
Yeah, they have a lot of hate in
Yeah.
their little fishy hearts.
No, we're. I think I have two of them. Some of them.
They got a hate
Two
heart and a
hearts,
love heart. Yeah.
Yeah, they got two hearts.
Depends on which one.
It depends on the fish.
One hates,
Two
one doesn't.
hearts, one family. Remember that? Tarzan?
You'll be in my heart.
Rosie O'Donnell was in that.
You gotta get a hair, an elephant hair.
As Nick calls her, Rosie O'Donnell, that fat prick. All right, I'm gonna say not a hate symbol.
I'm going not.
You're going not just because I feel like it's a communist symbol, which to me would be hate. But I think
it's a Jewish communist.
or it could be an anti-Jewish.
I don't
thing.
know. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a put the Jews to work symbol.
Ouch.
Well, even that, yeah, but still, if you were to do it, you wouldn't give them it wouldn't be manual labor.
Ugh, you want me to work? I'll pay.
Fine, all right, I'll do
Weather
that.
in the
I'll do the
sun.
books. All right,
Okay.
let's give us the
It
answer.
is
It is.
not.
Oh,
Hayable.
I'm sure that's how it's
in
pronounced.
Israel.
It's for a
Hayable.
volunteer.
There you
That's
go.
a weird symbol to have for like trying to get people to volunteer in Israel.
yeah. That's
Here's the website, I guess.
You don't need any of those tools for
Volunteering
that.
in Israel.
If you just replace those grapes with a pumpkin, I think it's like a haunted hayride.
What are they? Do they
scary.
make wine? What are they doing?
Well, they do make wine in
They
Israel.
were
but
drunk
still.
when they made that symbol.
Yeah, I don't know what they're like volunteering. It's like, hey, you know how when you volunteer, there's always grapes?
Yeah. They have different volunteering there.
Sometimes they have coffee and donuts in the States.
Like show
but
someone
in
donating
Israel,
blood or like someone with a soup kitchen, like grapes.
Wine tasting. Awesome.
They're not seedless.
Make free wine.
Love
All
it.
right.
Okay, next one.
So wait, so you and I have one.
We have one.
Josh has none.
Ooh,
I have
this one's
none.
dangerous.
Oh no, wait, no, never mind.
You thought you knew this one?
It looks like so. It's got a crest in it. It's
Right.
an eagle. An eagle can be a symbol of freedom or a symbol of power.
Don't you have that tattooed on your back, Josh?
Yeah.
No, on my left cheek.
Oh, yeah.
It says something
Gerald
on the
knows.
bottom there. I don't know what is it. It's in a
does it say?
different language.
Oh, okay.
The Heineke
Oh, okay.
Ika.
Then I think I think I may know this one.
Do you?
I'm gonna
From
go.
Power Rangers?
I'm gonna go with not a hate symbol.
Not a hate
How
symbol?
do you know this one?
I don't know if I know it. I think I know it.
You know it?
Gerald like a mustache.
I think I know. I think I know. What'd you say?
Like Gerald's leading it to. It was giving me
Look
like
at the hate symbol mustache. It's gonna become his new headshot every time someone runs a hit piece.
Looking like a baseball pitcher Raleigh Fingers.
What do you think there, Gerald?
No.
Okay.
Not a hate
So you
symbol.
say no, you said?
I say no. I don't know why, but I know.
I say no because I can't read it, but it looks very similar to, if it's not, the Polish Firebirds, which is more of like a community kind of social.
I'm sorry, how do you know this?
The Polish Firebirds?
Firebirds?
Yeah, the Polish Firebirds. Someone bring it up.
No,
Polish
don't go like, yeah, the Polish Firebirds, like it's common knowledge.
Because I used to see it around when I was in Michigan, and I thought it was a motorcycle gang.
Oh, okay.
And then I found out it's just a community center for like old Polacks to teach young Polacks.
There's a bunch of guys like to eat sausage and ride bikes.
Yeah,
There you go. That sounds
Don't be judging us there, Steven.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it.
I think, right, the Polish Firebird. I don't know, but I don't know if that's what it is. But it looks similar.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
The answer is it's not a.
It's the logo for Indonesia?
Hell yeah, dude.
Or the Polish Firebirds.
Polish
I don't know.
Firebirds.
Who had it first?
We might have taken our symbol from an Indonesian.
Yeah, come on. Look at. Oh, that's the old Indonesia.
Oh, that's the old one.
You know,
of
look,
course,
they're taking
of
our
course.
jobs. They're taking our symbols.
I made a symbol from the same mustache I had.
Yeah, look.
And it's
I
from
don't
the
know,
local
by the way,
32.
when mustaches become a gay thing, right? Used to be masculine to have a mustache. Now it's like, what? I got like cack.
Yeah, it used to be like a masculine thing when you
Yeah.
just have a dick coming through your mouth and a
Whoa,
mustache.
No,
Joshy.
No?
Okay, he's actually gay, which is fine too.
I mean,
We're okay with that.
not that there's anything wrong with
But you
that.
don't have to. Mustache doesn't mean you're a homo.
Look, this SD doesn't stand for South Dakota. Okay? Suck dick. That's what it stands
Suck that. That's them Hungarian Firebirds.
There's the Polish Firebird.
No, that's not the Polish Firebirds.
what?
There's an older. No, that's the Polish Firebirds. That does say MC, a motorcycle club. It's not a motorcycle club.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay. You're
Or maybe
thinking it's not.
Maybe it's not the Firebirds. Polish something.
That looks way
so,
cool.
you-
That is not
way
it.
off.
That is not it. If someone doesn't find it, I'm going to pull out this. I'm going to dust off the iPad and actually pull something out because I know that's not the Polish Firebirds.
Well, don't pull something out.
Or it's the Polish something symbol. It's a social
My
club.
dad was a Firebird for 13 years.
That's right.
His dad was a Firebird, and his dad was a Firebird, and by gosh, you'll be a Firebird if those Indonesians don't muck it up for the
No
rest
glass,
of us
right?
first.
No coffee cup, no
There you
ceramic.
go.
That's not
a big
even
one.
close.
No, that is
I mean, even the light bulbs here
That
have
one?
a special
It's a
plastic
bird.
coating
That
on
one,
them.
the Indonesia?
Because
Can we get a side by
glass
side?
gets
The
everywhere
classic
when it
Polish
breaks,
Firebird
so
and
Because it is nothing like
nobody wants.
I am looking at it on a
glass
small
in
thing.
there.
I figure there are
They're
different
baking.
Here,
Firebirds because of
Oh,
chapters.
Let's
Can
see.
you bring it up?
Okay,
Chapter.
so there you go.
There's that.
Okay.
Not that one. The other one.
No, not that one. I don't know. Someone made
That one.
Come on, don't act like that's not close.
It's close.
Close.
It's big wings.
Yeah,
it's got
it's
big
like-
wings.
it's
In that
the
it's a
same way,
bird
yeah.
with wings, yes, that is close.
It's facing the same way, like this,
It is.
because the Indonesian one's ready to gavel
I
like
feel
cock.
that. Because I kept the same.
I'm saying the Indonesian gays. All right, let's grab another hate symbol or
That's an
not.
Islamic country. There's not a lot.
No, there's not a lot of gays. Record church burnings.
Next one, question 3. Hate symbol or not?
Oh, those are
That's
just
Wi-Fi.
It
Wi-Fi
looks like parentheses.
Yeah. It looks like a target. You aim for the middle, eh? If it make a mustache.
Make a
out of this one.
mustache.
That looks like when a cartoon has a really bad headache, like and the lines go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Looks like radiation.
Wow,
Yeah,
I'm
it
going to
does.
go with, I don't know. What do you.
it looks like parentheses.
That's very hateful.
3 parentheses.
I'm going
Either-
hate symbol.
Yeah, because
I think, yeah.
It seems too benign.
The 3 and the 3, it's
So-
like this is the white power thing, right? And then, or
wait,
upside
is it?
down,
Oh,
or whatever.
is
I don't know how you do
no,
it.
the OK symbol they said was white power.
Okay, or
Yeah, this was white.
don't get punched by
No,
looking
this
at my
was,
thigh.
this
like
was
that kind
hitting a 3.
By the way, I use this symbol all the time.
Yeah.
If we're going to a clip, if like the volume, because I have to go like turn the volume up or turn it down sometimes, and I go. That means
That's
fine.
what you meant?
It also
no,
means-
this whole time.
It also means good soup.
Right. He was like, when I say white supremacist, that means the volume's perfect.
Yeah, well, because you have to go up and down, so that's not directional.
I think that's a symbol for surround sound.
That's what I think too.
I'm going to go not.
It's big. It's just another play from Big Dolby.
Yeah, big Dolby. What if, whoa, trick question. What if Dolby ends up being racist?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the sound. Like they do that. Like you're listening in Dolby surround sound. Kill the Jews.
You're like, whoa, what?
And then the next screen is Weinstein Productions. I don't know what's going on here.
Meryl Streep never blew him. She just has 19 Oscars. I love how no one can. Like, yeah, I did it. Laughing all the way to my Oscar shelf.
Let me get my lipstick on.
Yeah. After going to Weinstein's office, you come out looking like the Joker. All right, what do you think? Hate speech or not?
I think it's a hate symbol.
Yeah, I think it's a hate symbol. I think we all agree this one's a hate symbol.
No, not me. I say no.
You say no?
Yeah, I changed it. I want to
Oh,
know.
okay, you say no. I say yes. I say yes.
All right. It is
Boom.
a hate symbol.
For Echo?
What?
Or Echo.
Anything
What
that
is
can
Echo?
fall off you and end up
Yeah,
with
that
Echo.
video, that shitty PlayStation game?
Echo,
That's why even if you
anti-Semitic
weren't a
symbol,
wedding band, you
referring
can't
to
have any
Jewish victims
stones
of the
on it.
Holocaust.
They don't want
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
Yeah, well, at least we got it right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be cool. It'd be
Okay.
cool
I don't
if find
feel
a
like they
diamond
should
in
have.
my
Look,
baking
come on,
pan.
guys.
That's kind of
You shouldn't allow them to appropriate parentheses.
Yeah, you know what?
Bruce
That's
Gas
that's
chamber?
what
I guess not.
So that's why it's Uganda.
It's like,
No
one of
fake
those,
nails,
it's like one of those old auditoriums where it's like the
Yakuza, I got Yakuza on
Yeah,
that.
that was a good one. I like a good Jew joke.
yeah.
What?
Somehow it happens.
This is so silly. That's a hate
weird.
symbol. First off, the term, and then the fact that they're using that. So then the reason they're doing this is because they want someone to accidentally write down a hate symbol.
Right.
All right.
Also, I think Jewish people are just like, yep, that's anti-Semitic.
Yes, exactly.
That's anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
A bagel with milk smear, anti-Semitic.
Yes, exactly. Why do you hate my people? What?
I don't. Why do you sound like Count Dracula?
I don't know.
Hey, there were some Jews.
There
in
were some Jews in
Transylvania.
They were,
Wachovia.
yeah.
Wachovia. What was it? Wachovia. It wasn't
Whichever.
Wachovia.
Wachovia.
Is that what it was? Yeah. All right. Do we have one more?
Two more.
Oh, nice.
Two more. All right. You
Okay,
wanna do
two more.
Okay, two more. Okay, let's rattle through the next two.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Wait, can you see it? I guess we have one more.
that's how you rattle through it right there, boy.
Jeez, Tim.
All right, well, one more. Let's go to that. I don't even want to go through that. Two more. Let's go. One more. Get it?
One more.
Okay, what is this?
I'm going to close my eyes.
Is it
I
right?
gotta just say.
Wait, that's just the shitty Polish Firebird thing he pulled off.
There we go. There we go. We're back to the Firebirds.
I don't know what that was. Yeah. There it is. Oh, it's upside down.
It's not exactly
Yeah, those
that,
are
but-
pretty close again.
Well, it's upside down if they're hanging the Firebird. They're hanging it from those little gallows. The sailor's knot.
It's a slip knot. It just.
What did they do to hang
If
you?
you
What
look at the
knot
last
did they
page,
do?
again,
It's not a
that
slip knot.
handbook,
It's
it
a-
actually
yeah.
goes over
No, of course not.
one
Somebody
break
check
is,
can correct me, but I think it's a
15-minute
Yuli
break,
knot.
and the other break is your
It's either a
lunch
Yuli
and
knot
second
or it's
break
tight, just like a
combined.
Yuli knot,
So
but
it gives you like
there's one
45
little
minutes.
A
slip
good
that's
knot.
different.
Whichever one holds.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, well,
like,
yeah,
if you're
when
gonna
you go
hang me,
there-
I want the
there's a
neck
door
to
that
snap,
clearly
so I'm not
says hairnets beyond
dangling
this
there
point.
for a little while.
Right.
You know, so
A
make it a good
hangman's
tight
knot?
And there's a box right there with
Hangman's knot?
hairnets.
A hangman's
And
knot?
yeah, commonly referred to as a
seems
hangman's knot. It's really close to
lazy.
the Yuli, though. The Yuli is like we use it for charges.
So actually, that door on
That's a
the top
lazy
stairs that
naming
goes
to
to the
the
back.
hangman's
It says
knot.
hairnets
Whatever.
beyond here. So
Fine.
Like, why'd you call it that? Well, because we hang people with it.
most
Okay.
of them are hangman's actually. Some
not
of
very
them
inclusive.
are.
There could
You
be a
gotta
hang
make sure you're
woman.
reading it right because it's
Trying.
That'll
Could be a
made
And
kind
usually
of.
they would usually throw them into the water.
Or stone him.
Some of them are so
Or
easy,
just
and the other
slap
ones
them
are like
slightly
you're like,
hard.
wait a minute, just
Yeah, they didn't
double
float. Must
negative.
not have been a witch. How bad?
Sorry, my lady.
You
I
either
actually
die
I
or
was
you
watching,
die. I don't know.
You ever see Arthur Christmas, the animated
Yes,
film?
I love that
It's
movie.
not bad.
It's a great movie.
The grandfather said
Yeah.
that. Remember at one point he says something like, that can't be done. He said, they used to say you couldn't teach women to read. It's great. He has that crazy, like, paranoid grandpa. It has some funny moments.
It's a really cute movie.
Yeah, it is.
We love it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you just say cute?
Yeah, it's a cute movie. It's
I told you,
it's
he's one, of those,
cartoon.
he's one of those Indonesian firebirds.
He is.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thinks things are cute.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear shirts. He wears taps.
He gets his pedicures
Hey, on a
and
hot
stuff,
day, I
huh?
wear a crop top, buddy.
You wear a crop top?
Yeah, Chief. You don't want to
Oh,
catch me in
no,
a crop
I'm
top.
sorry
Oh,
there,
no,
pal.
we don't.
I don't want to wear your. I don't want to be where that crop top's
Tina,
there.
That mid's been drifting.
Yeah.
There's
So-
been a lot of sweat come through these crop tops. I got to cut them off.
Yeah, well, especially when you're, you know, it's a lot
That's
of
where
work
I'm
down on
sending
your
you.
knees there in Indonesia.
Yeah,
Oh, I get it because of the hat.
Hey, you know, I just like the bust chops there.
I like the pork chop.
Firebird, right? That's what we do. We have a good time. Don't forget the pot roast next time, though.
I'm sorry, I did it again.
Thanks, Coach. All right.
All right, so what is that?
I don't know. It looks like something that you would get at, what is it, Patagonia, that store, like on a Tumbler or something.
does look like that. Yeah.
reset for your
It's a
password.
hiking
So
brand.
The first
Yeah.
email you're going to
I
get
think it's
is
it
going to be
looks
the onboarding
it
stuff.
kind of looks like the opposite of a peace
And then
symbol.
I'm going to send you
without the straight
second
stem.
one is
I'm gonna go
gonna
hate
be the
symbol.
one.
Oh, wait.
You should have already gotten the one with
Yeah,
the
still
onboarding
not.
stuff. But
Say
you're
no.
not gonna be able
Chevron's
to get
almost like
logged
on a
in with it
uniform,
until I
right?
send you
So
the
they-
second one and
I
reset your
yeah, I
password
think
for you. So
it's
let me
not.
do that.
It might. Yeah, you're right. That might be a.
Remember from like Angels and not Angels, whichever was the first one. The more penises, the higher the rank. Remember what he said?
Da Vinci Code. Write that one down.
Da Vinci Code, yeah.
That was an actual thing, Da Vinci Code?
Yeah,
when he was talking to the guy.
military.
He said,
It's a,
I never watched it.
It's
So
a,
that'll
the
actually
fa-
be
it's
in
like
the
a
open
symbol for the phallus, the chevron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what he said. You know, more penises, the higher the rank.
Thank you.
All right. I think I say no. You
That's
say
got to
no.
direct the
You
policy.
say yes.
I say yes. I say hate.
So like I said,
You
some
say
of it
yes,
is
I
redundant.
say
Some
no.
is like,
No.
What
You
is your
say
tax
stop.
forms
I
and
say
stuff like that as
Tim,
well.
go, go, go.
Oh!
Oh,
It is a hate symbol.
Lambda.
Ah, yes.
Lambda.
I've used that symbol a time or two.
Lambda, a fraternity?
What?
Lambda.
The identitarian lambda is a symbol used by individuals who identify themselves with identitarianism and racist, anti.
Yep.
Okay, well.
The thing is, I also don't necessarily know if that actually is a symbol for people who are actually racist.
No.
Like, I don't even know anymore.
Maybe these guys are racist.
Maybe.
We're talking about, but I don't know.
Maybe, but they've also tried to label anyone who's anti like Islamic immigration in Europe as identitarian. There are actual identitarians who believe that Europe should be a white Western society, specifically white, and there are some people who just believe it should be Western civilization, and we don't want to bring in people who
No
aren't.
open borders?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Biden's about to pardon a turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh!
What?
See how he screws this up.
9 people and 4 turkeys,
Yes.
this guy.
Hey, look, former Vice President, he looks scared. He's like, that thing's not, it's been defanged, hasn't it? Did you take out the venom?
This one's going to die.
The funniest one was still when Sarah Palin was pardoning a turkey and the one was being put through the wood chipper behind it.
Was that real?
Oh, yeah, on television.
Wait, no.
Yeah, we brought it up. Bring it up. Sarah Palin pardons turkey. There's like a turkey being murdered behind her. She's like, I'm going to pardon the turkey. I was like,
You know, I love the turkeys.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, my gosh, this is...
I don't know if it was being put in a wood chipper, but in my head, that's what was happening. All right, we'll bring that up in a second with your chat. Sarah Palin, I'm sure you guys can find it. Turkey. This has been Hate Symbol or Not. What?
That was perfect timing with the turkey party.
Yeah, it is. It's perfect. It's played right
So
in.
funny.
They should dress up a turkey as like a Waka Waka Flame.
Prisoners should be like,
Did the direct deposit here?
the nose thing is the weird thing.
Like Tukey
Yeah,
Williams.
you'll have to get back in there and do it.
Huh? Weren't you founder of the Blood?
Yeah, that's all you did was
Hey, Doogie!
the rest of it. Okay.
You can pardon me.
He's okay by me. Pardon.
They're still there.
Where'd he go?
Yeah,
no, he's not
chance
pardoned.
to go
when I was a
through
young boy, my father was a goose.
Yep.
We had a turkey. We cooked it for Thanksgiving. Burned our house down.
Back at Jenny's diner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy's died.
No joke, folks. No joke. No kidding.
No kidding. That's Mother Goose.
That's my mother goose.
We go down by the bay.
Father was a duck.
Yeah. Down by the bay.
And that's why I like little girls.
I have a
Can I smell this turkey?
llama wearing pajamas.
What's
Over
that?
the bay. What are the watermelons grow? You know, the watermelons
You're done
grow
with that.
down by the
Yeah.
bay.
What's that like face penis that thing?
Other stuff you can do on your own.
No, back to okay, we can take some chats. Let me know when they find
Well,
the-
look, so first we actually have a montage of rocket warnings from one of our Israeli Mug Club members. So thank you for joining Mug Club and be
Thank
If
you,
you see a
sir.
question
careful
that you
and
just
be
can't find in the
safe.
handbook, just
Are we
ask
able to
me.
ship mugs to Israel right now?
I'll tell you what it is,
Okay,
but I want to
good.
make sure
I know we've
explain
shipped some
it
to
you.
Europe. I know
I'm
that
not
there have been
gonna
some
just
places where they don't
give
allow
you
them.
the answer. I'll just
They don't allow?
I don't know if
why.
Israel doesn't allow
Sure.
mugs. I'm like, I have no idea.
Thank
Thank
These
you for
aren't
joining.
anti-Semitic mugs.
No, keep yourself safe. No, they're not Polish Firebird mugs.
It's true. They're not.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and stay safe, brother. Let's grab some chats and let me know when we have the Sarah Palin turkey death.
I think we have that.
Oh, do we?
Oh,
If it's what I'm remembering her talking to it. This is from years ago. She's talking to a reporter, and there's some guy like in workman's gloves like behind, and somehow a turkey is getting killed right behind her. I feel like it's something like kind of like a wood chipper.
Yeah, let's pull it up real quick.
Okay, all right.
Speaking, we are in a good position, but it made no sense that $140 a barrel of oil that some lawmakers
Some guy in
wanted to
Dickies.
spend, we were warning them
What
then,
is
they-
going on?
We had to be careful
Just
Was it
stuff
yellow?
that turkey in.
Well, of course, true.
Oh my god.
And by the way, whoever set that up is an asshole.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
set it up to make her look bad. Like she can't know that it's a turkey chipper.
Nah, she's a woman.
I wouldn't know. I would walk past that and be like, oh, that's probably where they put their old
The
debris. I
giant
wouldn't know that's where they
turkey
put in the
foot,
turkey for their paste. What do they even do with it? Is that the sick turkeys?
I
Because
have
you can't
no
turn that into
idea.
meat. It's putting in feathers and everything.
Nah, I don't
know
cook
what it is.
very much, but I think that's how you make gravy.
That's why it tastes so good.
Oh man. I think they probably behead them in that, and then.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's interesting. They
Little
do it.
draining.
They behead them in a grinder
Yeah,
instead of just
exactly.
using a knife.
Yeah.
No, it just looked like a funnel that you put Christmas trees through, and then it's all wrapped up.
Oh, I see.
The turkey's wrapped up.
It chops and wraps it. Little turkey
I
hostages.
want to break free.
What's the best way to? What's the most humane way to execute turkeys? You have one of Jack LaLanne's juicers around?
Yeah. You know that scene from Fargo? Yeah. That's the scene.
The Fountain of Youth.
They gotta have Mike Tyson box a turkey to death.
I'm gonna tell you something,
Oh, yeah,
Turkey.
that's yeah.
It's
as silly as
Thanksgiving.
it sounds.
My family's not gonna go hungry.
I have nothing against you, Turkey, but I still
You'd be
want to
surprised
stomp
how
your
many people
testicles
miss
and
it.
make orphans of your children.
Because they get
Look here, Turkey. I'm
scared
gonna
by it. They're like, wait a minute.
Whoa!
Till you love me.
I'm gonna fight you till I eat you.
I'm
gonna fight.
Whatever other rules.
I'm gonna gobble you till you love me, faggot.
Gobble, gobble.
Don't. Hey, you watch your smart mouth, Mr. Turkey. Don't gobble me and shit. Praise be to Allah. I want to eat your children, little turkeys.
Yep, because bald people
all
can
you
still have
little
dandruff
turkeys.
and stuff.
I don't care how many turkeys, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I want to win. I'm the champ. I'm the greatest. I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm Pele. I eat all the little turkeys.
All right, Mike. It's just an interview.
Yeah, just
I just got little turkeys in the brain. Now I'm hungry.
Mike, what do you say?
Butterball spot.
Mike, what do you say to people that say that you're a convicted turkey rapist?
That turkey came to my hotel at 2 a.m. out of that own turkey's volition. And that turkey was asking for that shit. Turkey come over in a low-cut turkey dress.
Giblets and all.
What do you think was going to happen? You got in the bedroom with a monster.
And that, folks, is how a turducken is made.
yes.
Turkey slut. All right, let's go to the chat.
Okay, chat from, let's see, G. Ferguson 33. Question for the crew. What's your favorite Thanksgiving tradition or dish?
Fun enough, it's not the turkey. Boy, do I hate turkey breast. It is
It's
dry.
okay. It's just
You got to
not
cook.
great.
It's got to be cooked right.
Yeah, you got to smoke it.
It's not an easy bird to cook. I
Yeah,
think.
smoked turkey is better.
Smoke it and pull
Well,
it.
that's why you got to put a bunch of other tasty things around it.
Yeah.
So.
You know what I really hate? Because the little ones like it. There's free ice cream, and they like the heads on the Dickies.
They actually
I don't
do.
know how you make barbecue inedible. But they
told me about
their
it.
turkey and chicken. Last time it was
It's
like they've been
terrible.
sitting there all day. It was just awful.
I don't know if it ever was
sitting
good.
there all day.
Yeah.
Rule of thumb: don't buy barbecue from a place that is located in the mall.
Yeah.
Or like an airport.
And
Yeah.
they're
Or-
commercials like the sides. Oh, the sides. They're like, potatoes au gratin. It's like gravy with like chunks of potatoes. There's nothing about. It's just terrible. It's just a cool place for the kids because the way they eat. They don't care. They like the sausage and the ice cream. But
Yeah.
That's my favorite food, by the way. The mashed potatoes is my favorite
Mashed potatoes?
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
dish. As simple. I'm a simple guy. I like the mashed potatoes and I like the turkey gravy on it.
What kind
That's-
of mashed potatoes? Do you like the kind which still has some of the skins?
I'll take them all, but yeah, I like an Idaho, an Idaho brown. What are they called? I guess an Idaho spud potato or whatever.
Yeah,
I like those.
Yeah,
with
they
the,
prefer
little
you
bit
not
of
wearing
garlic
too
and
much
the
work for
skins.
contamination.
Russet, yes, right, thank you. Yeah, russet.
Locker, yeah. Or you just
I'm a simple
carry in the car.
You eat the mashed potatoes.
man. I'm a simple fighter.
If you have a locker, that's what I would do.
That's right.
I like the tradition of saying what you're thankful for, though, too.
Yeah.
I like because I
Yeah,
have
there's
kids,
locker
and I was a
room for you to
kid
change
once, and
into.
I think that it's great to have your kids in front of everyone, public speaking.
Yeah, there's
not
actually right around
saying
where
something
to get to
negative.
the women's bathroom, you have to
thankful
go
for all
through
the
the women's
bloody
locker
turkey.
room.
Yes.
I'm also a big fan of my
men's is
uncle getting
upstairs
political
near the
and weird
production
and
area.
drunk.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
And handsy.
What's your favorite tradition there?
Same thing.
I'll go with food. I love pumpkin pie. It's like it's the best, most amazing
I
thing. Costco makes the best pumpkin pies on the planet.
I'm
You will
sure
take it
they
back.
do.
Well,
They're
sweet
like
potato
the size
pie.
of a football field. But here's the problem. Last night we're pulling some stuff out of the back of the car. My wife didn't realize that it had the pumpkin pie on the
Oh,
bottom.
no.
Pulled it out.
They're in the
flipped
break room,
over.
so you have
and
access
I
to
just kept what was good still. And
They're not locked up when you need
One
them.
year, Joe Lewis ate an entire pumpkin pie.
Really? See, your dog loves pumpkin pie.
You just got up. Exactly what you got up. So it was one of those years we had so many people came over, brought food that there was a whole extra pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
We were all kind of in a food coma, and my friend just said,
Yeah, it's just
well, so he's eating the
normal
pie. By the
postings
time
that
I
we have
turned
to do.
around, Joe
Yeah,
was in the kitchen.
that's my
It
little
was all
supply
gone.
closet.
Fireball carrots. My wife makes fireball carrots.
The hell is that?
They're amazing.
Supplies.
We use
I rent
fireball.
the space down.
Like whiskey?
Yeah, the thing.
Oh.
And it's actually
That's
very
like a glaze?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Very good.
I've never heard of it though.
Me neither.
You shouldn't just say it like everyone knows.
No. I don't.
He's like,
You
yeah,
said-
fireball. Like we're all going, oh yeah, fireball carrots. Oh, okay.
Oh, like the Firebird Club for the Polish?
They allow
Like
me to
that's
rent
something
space right in the
everybody should
building and
know.
mix
By the
those
way,
cinnamon in there?
Those
post
Polish
ready
fire,
for
the actual firebirds are sexy as hell.
Oh boy,
them.
because it's the same bird. Yeah. Even
Those
though-
Polish
The little
firebirds.
motorcycle club.
I appreciate all the beautiful birds of the world.
Okay.
My favorite one.
Okay. Mike Tyson chicken
Oh, did you?
nuggets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say, I like, because when I was a kid, I had never eaten sweet potatoes my whole life, except for when I was a baby. My parents gave me sweet potatoes when I was a baby, and they said, oh, you ate so many that your nose got orange. Like, I loved it. And then I grew up, and until I was 14 in New York with my uncle, I had never had a sweet potato my whole life.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, this
Right,
is delicious.
it's
And my
for
parents- my
machinery,
mom's
but
like,
the
oh, yeah,
conveyor
well, you
belt
liked
is
it when you were
considered a
a baby.
food
Like,
context
and you
surface.
never gave me a
That'd
sweet
be
potato
false.
for the rest of my life? Like, I don't really do it very much.
on
anymore.
other things.
Or white,
So
if it's
I like
not
anything
allergy.
with sweet potatoes. I just like having family around and kind of the traditions of that's really all it is. The turkey, kind of take it or leave it.
I agree.
Smoked turkey is much better, and then if not, we'll kind of do ham.
Deep fry. Have you ever done that?
I just don't want to get
I've
exploded.
had it. I never did it.
There's an
It's
easy
good.
way not to.
Yeah. Is it just you don't do it from frozen?
Well, you can't do frozen and completely hot. Like you can't. Like it's got to be a slow kind of thing, and you can do frozen, but you just got to do it slowly.
Yeah. All right.
Slowly.
All right.
Brine your turkeys, folks. Brine your turkeys. It's Monday.
Brine.
Thursday's coming. Brine your turkeys. Don't be
Do
a
it now.
fool.
Yeah.
Take care of your
now.
families.
Makes a big difference.
Go
Yeah.
buy a turkey because that's the best way to feed your family.
Turkey is just very temperamental.
Yeah.
I hear wild turkey is really not very good either. It's
No.
like super dry.
Also
Turkeys
very
are-
temperamental.
They're
Just-
very
pretty wild.
Look, I don't know.
Getting crazy.
He's giving me mixed signals. Should I stay? Should I go?
Did you see the video of the turkey chasing a kid down the street? Was it in Wisconsin? It's hilarious.
Oh, they're aggressive.
They are very. My friend had some, and if you turned your back on them, I'm not kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I pulled up to his house. He didn't tell me this. He had some land. I pulled up. I get out of the car, and I'm like, "Oh, you got turkeys?" He's like, "Yeah, you better not turn your back." I'm like, "Why?" And immediately one of them is charging me.
Yeah. Like, whoa, Canadian.
And the kid is
geese.
jousting with them with a stick. His son, and the turkey's like,
So even if it's
they're like looking for an angle.
Hey, stop bobbing and weaving. Fight me like a man.
It was hilarious. I was like, why would you have these?
Yeah.
It still has
They
to
just
go
make your
into the
outdoor
animal
space
feed container.
unusable.
Canadian geese.
It'd be like
I told you, Joe
really
Lewis,
dropping
he'll
a bag of
chase
chips
down
and
wherever
thinking
it's
it's
or a
garbage.
bobcat. And
But
one time
that's
he
the
ran
way
up
it
on
is.
two
In the
Canadian
production area?
and they spread their wings. He's like, I didn't even want to.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah, they're pricks. Birds.
He's got the turkey chasing him down.
Oh, do we? Okay, I have to
They
see.
send it
Yeah,
off to
it's
like
pretty hilarious.
farms and stuff
Hilarious.
like that.
Oh my gosh, that looks like a raptor.
He's running pretty fast.
A good Samaritan.
Hey, I know you're joking about pardoning turkeys and stuff, but that one needs to be locked up.
Yeah, lock that
is a
turkey
danger to
up.
society.
How funny would it be if
Lock it
Mike
up.
Tyson in that car trying to pick, like, hey, turkey, where you going?
Hey, I thought I
You never
told you
called me
last
back.
time.
You have anywhere to be, turkey? You looking all sexy with your feathers?
Well, you thought I wouldn't find you?
He's a slightly gayer Mike Tyson voice.
Yeah, I like
Hey,
that.
turkey, I hear you like playing hard to get. Well, I'm going to get you.
They don't say it will be a red container. It says animal
Chat
feed
from
container.
Ibrahim Almadias. A question for the crew: what do you dislike about Black Friday? And can Gerald do a quick dive on the true meaning of Christmas?
There's a place in the break room.
Yeah, I just
Not in the locker.
you know, here's
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
They don't want
people
any
get mad
food or
at me
drinks
when
in
they
the
say
locker
things about
area
Black Friday.
just
First
for
off,
pest
it's like
control.
Kohl's where they mark things up by 300% to mark
Yeah.
it down, and you're often.
In fact,
Occasionally,
even in
but
this
you're
area,
often
even
not
though there's
really
no
getting the
food
deals
products
that you
down here
are on
at
Black
all, they
Friday.
give a
And
crap
people who are
about that.
planning their year out for something that is really is
Whatever
the
it's a
worst
safe,
sort of
it's
component of the
nice.
consumerist culture. And I say this as a free enterpriser, but I also don't like the idea of being so attached to things.
Yeah,
Not
and
the
then
tradition.
if it's something that
But when you see people dying
you know,
on Black
there's
Friday,
refrigerators
stampeded like
there
it's
and they lock
Mecca.
the refrigerators.
I mean, that's something
Savages out there.
Yeah, and so I think
go to the
something
bathroom and then
hold
raid
on
the
a second,
fridge,
really,
so.
are you actually going to treat your fellow man? Like, we just forget about peace on earth, goodwill toward men. You can't even do that at Best Buy.
No,
For $100 off a
certainly not.
Sony?
Yeah, that was marked up by 200.
I mean,
and I
depends
get
on
it. Like,
the-
if it's a
it's
really
up to
good
you.
deal, I
You don't
understand it.
have
But
to.
that's
They
also
have like five.
I mean, it
Yeah.
depends
You
on
know, they get
whatever,
you there to buy everything
you know,
else.
local
I
CDCA
don't mind.
or
I am actually fine with Black Friday,
regulations are
but
at the time.
keep it on Friday.
Some
My
folks do.
problem is that
That's the
everything
personal
has crept
preference.
into
And in fact,
Thanksgiving.
in this
As a
building,
kid,
it's
one of
not
the
a
things
bad
that
idea
I
'cause
loved
there's a lot
about
of,
the holidays,
flower
especially
dust in there
Thanksgiving
and stuff
and
like that,
Christmas,
so.
was that there were no distractions. All the stores were closed. Everybody was
You all
there.
set?
Like you just got to spend time with your family, and work took a backseat.
Just working on payroll
Now
on
it's
the side
completely
here, so
changed, and
let's
now
stop.
Black Friday crept into like Thursday night, and now it's like things are open all day on Thanksgiving, and
Like
it's
I
like
said,
that's just. That
tonight-
sucks. I get some restaurants being open because
Or
not everybody
sometime this
has,
week,
a
like Quick
family.
Trip,
to be able
like I
to,
said,
I
it's
get
probably
like a
gonna
few
be
things being open, but it needed to be
at
that
least
like
next
spotty
week
thing where
when they start
I want
bringing
you to be able to
folks.
get home to your family as well instead of being up here working on a Thanksgiving.
Make
So if
sure
you're
you
going to do
get
Black
those other
Friday,
forms done.
make it on Friday.
Yeah.
Stores. Now this is not our fault because then they put the deals out and you're like, well, they're gone on Thursday, so whatever. But I don't know. It just that's the thing for me. I loved it as a kid where it's like, hey, everybody's here.
Yeah.
Nobody has to work. Nobody has to do anything. Nothing else is going on. This is family time, and it worked. It was great.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with obviously getting a good deal. Like in Canada, we have Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
And I knew kids who were like upper
an
middle
English
class
thing.
who weren't struggling financially, and they changed the whole Christmas tradition. We're like, we don't do anything on Christmas. We don't know what presents. We go to the mall on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
And my parents let me buy what I want so I can get more stuff. It's like, yeah, but that's not what.
That's not Christmas.
That's not what it's about. It's not about getting more stuff. Now, I understand. Let's say you're struggling financially. It's your only way to get anything to give a gift. Sure, I'm never going. Never going to condemn somebody for that. I get it. We had some really lean years too. For crying out loud, my mom some years would wrap socks individually, right? But it's about someone knowing that you're thinking of them and that you're out there and you care about them. That's what Christmas is about. Not about just getting the best deal on the newest, most expensive electronics.
What
and
you're waiting for.
when that happens and you think that way, again, you're not thinking of other people, which is really kind of the best part of Christmas.
So yeah,
and
you
holidays,
want a
is
second?
picking out a gift, doing something
All right,
special
you're all
for
set.
someone
Just
else.
make sure you take care of that, and I'll
But
let
they
you know
see you
once
coming
they
a
start
mile
calling for
away.
people.
You think that these people
there's not many people
in
waiting for
these
second
stores,
yet, so you're going to be one of the
they're
first
going to
ones
lose money on Boxing
All right.
Day. I mean, this would happen with my mom.
Have a good day.
She was a
If you have any
wardrobe
questions,
stylist, so
like I
she
said,
would-
take
her
care of those
job was
forms. If you get
often
stuck,
buying
just shoot me a
clothes.
text.
She wasn't
Say,
making
hey,
costumes.
this is what's going on.
Like she would have to buy clothes for sitcoms, like the French Canadian version of Friends, right? So that had to be very stout. They had
Pals.
sponsors. But yeah, the one.
What's it called?
No, it's called Majeur et Vacciné. It doesn't even say Friends, but it was
Barely, I
like they had a guy named Patrice Lécuyer. He was like their late night guy, and she would dress him. So she would have to go to stores and and buy. Like she would have to shop nonstop, and she knew all the sales. She knew all the tricks. She would say, "No, Boxing Day is a day you don't get anything.
Yeah.
You wait the next week, and that's when they're actually doing clearance because they're planning for Boxing Day. They actually get more stock for this day for you to come in to claim that it's marked down. They actually start doing the clearance afterward because they're not going to do it the day. That's the highest traffic day, at least in Canada, I believe, after Christmas. So if you're thinking about just the goods, just being a consumer, rather than what the holiday is about, and I'm not even talking about the birth of Christ, though we should be. I'm just talking about, at least even from a secular perspective.
And then
Even
if
you're
you
a
want to go through
secularist,
those
what's
forms
more
here,
important
it's up to you,
is
or if you just
family,
want to do them
being
at your
thoughtful,
convenience.
letting
Like I
someone
said,
know that
the-
you care about them,
the
letting
first email
someone
was
know
to
that
reset
you're
your
thinking of
password.
them,
The other one,
then
once you get
just
logged in,
getting
it'll
the
take you
best
through
deal
all
on
the
the new
forms.
PlayStation or the new flat screen,
If
which
you want to do
really
it here,
isn't
you
going to
can,
be all
or
that
you can do
important
that
in a
at
few
your own-
years'
at your
time,
own pace.
and isn't going to build the kind of memories that you should be building there Christmas morning anyway.
Yeah.
That's my issue. Is not hey, and if you want to
Yeah,
enjoy
very much.
Boxing Day, God bless you. But
that's fine.
don't let it cut into your Thanksgiving, where you have to go to bed early so you can get up and break through the lines.
Yeah,
Same
like I
thing.
said,
If you want to go on Boxing Day, fine. Don't let it cut into Christmas, because that's not what it's about.
So I have no
When you do that,
guarantees as far
you're missing
as
the point.
when they're
You
going
guys
to
can
start,
let me
folks.
know.
But
I hope I've
like I
made
said, you
myself
were,
clear.
as far as
Two different categories,
you want
but
to be here. You
there
said.
really is a reason that these
soon the-
holidays and these
the- my
traditions are
next opening
special,
is gonna
and
be-
it's not buying more crap. We'll see you tomorrow.
No, I completely understand. I completely understand. Okay. I know that. Okay. Oh, like I said, I just wanted to convey that there's a bit more labor for this building than there is for the other ones.
I have one little truck. It's like me and maybe one other older lady, and we do more.
Oh, believe me, than the kids do. Believe me, I understand that.
I'm like, if I could do it, you should have no problem. I'm like, these boxes of cheese are like 25 pounds, and they're like, oh, I'm like, we got like 15 more, okay? You know, like, so I told her, it's like, I can do it, tell them I can do it, I can do it.
All right.
And
Okay.
I worked, like I said, I worked at the store down there, and I loved it. But it was just like, you know, you got all these kids. It's like you playing around. It's like, dude, I'm taking 3 buses there at the time, and 3 buses. That's 6 buses a day for. And they late like, oh, the dog had a headache.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Believe
I
me.
can do all of that, the Cash App and everything. With,
Yep. The direct deposit. If you look into your Cash App, it gives you
the routing number.
The routing and
So
account
I can
number.
do that.
Yep. And if you have a problem, we can do it. We can fix it manually. So.
Okay.
No worries. And like I said, and we don't hold a check back, but the work week goes from Monday to Sunday. So, say you were starting today, okay?
Okay.
And everything you work from Monday to this Sunday, I get the payroll the next week, and you get paid the immediate Friday.
Yeah.
So we don't hold a check back at all.
Okay, cool.
All right? Because we couldn't be able to pay you the same Friday because there's
Yeah, I
not the end of
understand,
the work
right.
week yet.
But that's the only thing I just told was like.
And we do pay every week.
Okay.
Now once you get once you get hired in, then I think it's every other week. But,
Yeah. I just want you to know, like, I can do it. I can do it.
all right. No, I'm not. Like I said, it's. You know, I didn't want to see discriminatory as far as between men and women.
But I understand because a lot of people do. It's like, look, I'm
And I've had a couple females that had no problem with it. So
yeah, I was like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm like, I don't want a husband. I want to make some money.
No, Carrie
Okay.
gave me the download. She's like, this person's very motivated, and I'm sure she could handle the mixed plants. So.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like even working at the store, like I loved it. I love the customers, but it's like my daughter's grown. I'm not here to babysit. You know.
No,
like,
I get
I'm
it.
not doing it.
I completely get it.
Well, thank you.
Well, you have a great holiday. And
I'm gonna read this over.
read that over, and I will keep in touch. Just check in with me every once in a while, maybe on Monday.
Okay.
And we'll see where we're at, and I'll at least that's when I'm going to reach out to them, saying, you know, what's the status now. As far as positions in here, that's going to depend on when something opens up. So.
I just.
Well, I already had one that was supposed to start last week call off today for questionable reasons, so we may have it soon.
No, I mean,
sooner than later.
I'm telling you, I live right there in the Bronx, in North Bronx, and I usually walk down and get money order there, but it's close for me.
Sure.
I work. I mean, it's like right there.
Oh no, I get it. I completely get it.
And then by the time everybody gets up, I'm getting off work. So yeah. So thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to your call. Have a great holiday weekend.
You too.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. So this is from one of the pirates. I assume Duke's not here anymore. Okay. I may get it. I'm caught up, and it looks like payroll's going to be quick, so I may actually play, boss. I made a friend. Yeah. I'm being as nice as possible, but they're not always very cool about females working over here. It's very, there's a lot of labor to this job. She's a big girl, but we'll deal with that one time. I want to play this though. I don't care if she's ever been arrested. Is she a bootlicker is all I want to know.
Have you ever heard of a dingo eating Barbies? Well, buckle up, because this is a tale that will make your skin crawl. It all takes place in the rugged Australian outback, where a lonely New Zealander named Assington Tequila stirs up trouble. She decides to attack a dedicated pirate, Duke, and his family. Duke was no ordinary pirate. He was a noble member of Captain Red's crew. When Captain Red caught wind of this, he was far from pleased. His code of honor demanded that he protect his crew, and so he made the decision to confront Assington Tequila. But there was a twist. Two husky-sized, furry and soft Barbies, Rexy and Maxie, stood in his way. They were no ordinary Barbies. They were protectors, guardians of the ugly Assington Tequila. Little did they know, their protective efforts would lead them to an encounter they'd never forget.
Get him unindoctrinated.
The only thing that stood between Captain Red and the ugly Assington Tequila were two Barbies named Rexy and Maxie. These weren't just ordinary Barbies. These were husky-sized, fury and soft Barbies. Rexy and Maxie, they were called. They stood resolute, their plastic smiles unwavering, determined to protect Assington Tequila from the wrath of Captain Red and his pirate crew. But the truth of the matter was, these Barbies were no match for the seasoned sea dogs. Captain Red, a man of many battles and countless victories, knew better than to engage in a head-on collision. No, he had a different plan, a cunning strategy that involved an unlikely ally, a dingo. This wasn't just any dingo. This was a dingo of the Australian outback, a creature as wild and untamed as the land it roamed. With a cunning glint in his eyes, Captain Red sent forth the dingo, a solitary figure against the backdrop of the setting sun. The stage was set for an epic battle, a battle of the Barbies. As the dingo charged, a cloud of dust rose, engulfing the battlefield. The air was thick with tension, the silence broken only by the growls of the dingo and the soft rustling of the Barbies. Then, in a flash, the battle commenced. Fur flew in every direction. The once pristine Barbie dolls were now in the midst of an all-out war. Barbie arms, Barbie legs, Barbie heads, they were strewn all about. a grim testament to the ferocity of the battle. It was a sight to behold, a spectacle that would have brought a tear to the eye of any Barbie enthusiast. Yet, amidst the chaos, the dingo stood victorious. The once mighty Barbies, Rexy and Maxie, lay defeated, their plastic forms scattered across the battlefield. In the end, all that was left was Assington Tequila, the lonely New Zealander, now truly alone. Her screams echoed through the outback, a chilling cry that would haunt the dreams of every Barbie lover. "A dingo ate my Barbies. A dingo ate my Barbies," she wailed, her voice carrying the weight of her loss, her regret, and her impending doom. As Assington lay there questioning herself, questioning her choices, Captain Red knew it was his time. The outback dust settling around them, Captain Red stood tall, his silhouette a stark contrast against the setting sun. He relished the moment, the sweet taste of victory. With the Barbies gone, the ugly Assington Tequila was left defenseless. Captain Red seized the moment, his voice booming across the outback, ordering her to walk the plank of the USS Shit Show. As Assington teetered on the edge, the cold, dark depths of the ocean below mirrored the loneliness that awaited her. The splash echoed through the silence of the outback, marking the end of Assington Tequila. And just like that, she was gone, swallowed by the ocean, forgotten by the world. Her legacy, nothing more than a fleeting memory. No one ever remembered her, but what they could never forget was the screams, "A dingo ate my Barbies."
All right, we're gonna have to check that out. A dingo ate my Barbies. Well, this person, Real Red Mama, made that. I'm subscribed. Let's share this channel. Yeah, I got your message last night, Matt. It was Sunday was family time. I didn't have time to start the beginning here. There's not a whole lot of videos here. Let me see. Wow.
Have you ever pondered how a single decision can capsize or charter your destiny? How one choice can steer your ship towards perilous storms or calm waters? Today we delve into the tale of Pirate Angie, a tale that underscores the power of choices and the rippling consequences they bear. In the world of piracy, our protagonist, Angie, had her feet planted on two ships. On one side, there was the USS 76, commanded by the infamous Captain Kringle. On the other, there was the USS Shit Show, under the helm of the audacious Captain Red. Split between two worlds, Angie balanced her loyalties until one day the scales tipped. Captain Kringle of the USS 76, in a flurry of poor judgment, steered his ship into a whirlwind of bad choices. The atmosphere aboard the ship grew dense. The winds of trust began to falter. It was then that Angie, our courageous pirate, made a choice. She resolved to stand by Captain Red and the band of pirates on the USS Shit Show full-time, leaving behind the tumultuous waves of the USS 76. But the sea is a vast and unpredictable beast, and the pirates of the USS 76, incensed by Angie's decision, launched a series of attacks. Like relentless waves crashing against a steadfast cliff, they assailed Pirate Angie and Captain Red. Yet the USS Shit Show held its course, undeterred by the tempest tossed their way.
Red, I assume, is
the tale reaches its climax as Captain Red, Angie, and the resilient pirates of the USS Shit Show rose to the challenge. They fought back against the onslaught, their spirits as fierce as the roaring sea. The battle was fierce, the waves were high, but in the end, the USS Shit Show emerged victorious. They silenced and sunk the once formidable USS 76, proving the power of unity and steadfast resolve. In the wake of the battle, the sea calmed, and the tale of Pirate Angie and the two ships came to an end. It's a story that highlights the power of choices, the strength of unity, and the relentless tide of destiny. Angie's decision to stand by Captain Red and the USS Shitshow shaped her fate, and ultimately, the fate of the USS 76. This tale of the sea, of pirates and choices, serves as a reminder that our decisions do not just affect us, but can ripple out, shaping not only our destiny, but the destinies of those around us. So, as we navigate the seas of life, may we make choices that lead us to calm waters, and may we stand firm when the waves of challenge crash against us.
See if it lets me on my phone. Let's look at some of these videos.
Have you ever wondered what lengths some people would go to for riches? There once was a boy named Maggie. From the moment he drew his first breath, his heart was set on one thing only: boundless wealth. Love, friendship, joy, none of these held any value for him. His life was a single-minded pursuit of riches, a thirst that was never quenched. Along his journey, he met Karen, a girl whose aspirations mirrored his own. She too was caught in the alluring dance of gold and cash. It seemed they had found their perfect partners in each other. With vows exchanged and dreams interwoven, they decided to have 5 children, believing that a larger family would be their golden ticket to wealth. With 5 children and a world of lies at their disposal, they were ready to embark on their mission. And so, armed with a family and a plan, Maggie set off to beg. Day after day, Maggie would venture into the heart of the town, his eyes gleaming with a desperate need. His pleas were heartfelt and earnest, and soon he had a small fortune growing at home. The townsfolk were generous, their hearts touched by the plight of this seemingly struggling man. Coins flowed into his hands like water, and the glittering heap of riches at home grew larger and larger. But as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, a nagging suspicion began to gnaw at the townsfolk. Maggie was there every day, his hands outstretched, his pleas never changing. The same desperation, the same story. The townsfolk, while generous, were not fools. They began to question, to wonder about the truth behind Maggie's seemingly endless need. But the townspeople weren't fools, and soon they began to question the truth behind Maggie's seemingly endless need. As suspicion grew, the townspeople called in the pirates to uncover the truth. With Captain Red at the helm, the pirates began their investigation, digging deeper into the couple's beguiling scheme. They discovered the deceit, the lies, the manipulation that Maggie and Karen had woven into their tale of desperation. The truth was as clear as day. Maggie and Karen were not in need, they were just greedy.
First time I've seen that.
The revelation hit the townspeople like a thunderbolt. Outrage swept through the town square. Their trust had been betrayed, their kindness taken for granted. The once sympathetic crowd now became a mob of anger and resentment. They had been fooled, but they would not be victims anymore. Decisions were made swiftly. The townspeople, feeling cheated and lied to, decided to drive the couple out of town. And so, led by Captain Red and his gang of pirates, the townspeople ran Maggie and Karen out of town, vowing to make them pay back every penny they had stolen. But what became of Maggie and Karen after they were driven out of town, you may ask? Well, they made a pact, a solemn decision to never return to the very town that had once been their playground, a town that had witnessed their insatiable thirst for riches and their eventual downfall. This tale of Maggie and Karen is not just a story, but a mirror reflecting the harsh realities of life. It teaches us the dangers of greed, a vice so powerful it can blind us to the consequences of our actions. It emphasizes the importance of honesty, a virtue that stands tall in the face of all adversities, and it warns us of the perils of deceit, a path that may seem alluring at first but inevitably leads to ruin. Their story is a stark reminder that the pursuit of wealth, devoid of moral principles, can lead to a life of regret and loneliness. And so they faded into obscurity, a cautionary tale of 2 individuals whose thirst for riches led them down a path of lies and deceit.
Interesting. I know this is not all that exciting for you guys, but try this one here.
My grandmother used to tell me, she said, before...
Oh shit, he's got a bunch of them.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We have some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We have some work to do.
Dookie. Here's the deal. Explain, apologize, remove the videos you've been making of me, and I'll stop dropping the dookie gems. And be aware that when I've finished, I'll be doing it on Midwest Accountability.
From the German commanding general to the commander of the American troops fighting in Bastogne. The only possibility to spare the American troops from total annihilation is their honorable surrender, which will also prevent the slaughter of helpless civilians. You have 1 hour of truth to reply.
Sir, I have a message from Bastogne.
What is it? I don't understand it. From the American commander of Bastogne to the German commander. Nuts. Nuts.
In plain English, it means go to hell.
Dookie. Here's the deal. Explain, apologize.
Yeah, Ascendant wants everyone to apologize. Ooh, here's the deal.
Unfortunately, due to the indicators I've seen on your field spread exercises, I do believe you've been drinking tonight, and too much to be operating a motor vehicle on the roadway. Okay, so I'm placing you on arrest at this time. So
Why are they cuffing him? Why are you guys cuffing him? What did he do?
No, don't be walking up on
Excuse me, bro. Don't fucking put your hands on me.
You're starting to escalate here. Wherever he goes, you're going to wait. Yep. Unfortunately, you're going to be waiting a little while.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I'll wait. I don't care.
But unfortunately, we're not a taxi service. We're not going to offer a ride down there, right? Right here.
My fucking shoes. Don't grab me.
Yeah.
Dude, you feel good?
Stand over
You
there.
feel good grabbing?
Go stand over there.
You feel good grabbing?
Hey, she can go if she does that again. That's the second warning.
Because you want to act like a fucking dick if you had kids.
Okay.
Good for you. Is littering a crime? Okay, I'm sorry. No, sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'll pick him up. Too late. No, I won't do it again.
Hold your
I
feet
can't do
over
that. I have
here
OCD.
now.
I can't. I'm gonna freak out.
1, grab him. 2, put him over here. Cross him at the ankles now.
Please don't touch. Please don't touch. Y'all are slaves. I'm going into a trade. And this fucking dilf is the owner of it. You suck, man.
Well, it's
We had a good
security?
talk. I'm gonna
Allied
expose your ass
security's
together. Am I
handcuffing
going to jail with all the people who are gonna me?
Welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel. Don't forget to grab a shirt and become a channel member.
That was the
This
security
video
guard
comes
putting
from
handcuffs on
Body
her?
Cam Watch. It's entitled 18-Year-Old Acts Tough Until the Cuffs Come Out. Now here's a question before we get started. Do cops deserve any level of respect? And do they earn the hatred of the public on a daily basis as they enforce their roadside piracy operations and constant abuse as they put feet on the written edicts of political tyrants? Aren't they known for escalating situations that don't need to be escalated? According to the description under this video, on July 28, 2022 in Florida, officers responded to calls about several males fighting at a McDonald's drive-thru. Upon arrival, the parties had fled, but officers located them a short distance away. As the officers investigated the incident, a female passenger became increasingly argumentative. Now, underneath this description, we read comments like, her brothers, sisters, parents, aunts, and uncles must be beaming with pride. To which I would ask, well, what about the cops' relatives? Are they proud that their children chose a life of liability-free crime in the law enforcement profession? This one says, her parents must be proud. What an amazing example of a young adult. Good thing she's 18. It can all go on her permanent record. This one says, anyone else so happy when she got arrested too? Officer, we tried to get you to leave like 25 times, but you're obviously smarter than us and know better. Welcome to the real world, where your actions have consequences. Yes, sir. Well, Your actions have consequences unless you're privileged enough to be a part of the law enforcement class where you can stand behind the badged liability shield called qualified immunity. I just can't believe the level of disrespect and unaccountability of this horrible teenager. Her parents need to get her some help or she will become very familiar with jail. In my opinion, she needs to go there ASAP. Now, while I don't endorse all the actions of the girl you're about to see and think that it would probably be a better idea for her to get a hold of herself and act in a more prudent manner, the contempt that she has for badged tyrants is understandable. Let's take a look at the video.
Other person's in a beige 4Runner, and there may be sand and dirt all over it.
Hey, what's up, man? Shut the car off for me. Let me see the keys. What's going on, man?
I just got jumped.
All right, do me
Fuckers at the causeway.
Do me a favor, hop out for me right now, all right? Yeah, both of you guys.
Sir, I don't think you can open this.
Yeah, I can. Step out of the car.
What's your clause?
Because it's for my safety. Step out of the car.
Here's
my safety, yes.
You know
Step out
what?
of the
My
car.
safety is, I just got jumped, man.
Okay. Well, then, if you just got jumped,
Hold on.
do you have any weapons on you?
Does it look like it?
Why are you fucking cuffing him?
I'm not cuffing
It looked like you were.
No, he is.
No.
Let me do my job.
You're cuffing him.
Hold on, dog. What's
He's
your
holding his
Why?
hand
What are you
like that because you're about to go into class. You don't stop talking. Stop talking.
Calm, man.
But stop asking him questions. He's trying to work.
Because we just went through some like really serious shit for no reason.
Then let us figure it out.
Threatening to cuff an 18-year-old for exercising her free speech is not a good start.
No.
If you were going through serious stuff, then you would have stayed on scene. You would have called 911. You would have left.
Over the top because some guys just jumped him for no reason. You don't get what that's like. No guys have ever done that to you, obviously.
I literally got jumped by 3 people for no fucking reason. I was going through the McDonald's drive-thru and I was jumped.
Who's driving?
He was.
I can name the people who jumped him here if you really want to.
Fuck
I
those
will.
guys.
All right, slide over here.
Me?
Yeah, you.
So why do we get pulled over?
Why did you get pulled over? Because you guys were always involved, right? When did you get that car?
Did you guys see it?
Well, no, we didn't see it.
You didn't at
We
all?
call in, right?
You got called in?
Well, yeah, that's why we're all here. I'm not here.
It was really late.
Huh?
Late as shit. It was right now.
I understand that. That's why there's people over there, too.
So there's cops over there?
Yes, there is.
Okay, good. Literally. It was random as shit. We were in the driving lot and they literally just got out, got mad, and started fist fighting. I couldn't even control it because they're all like the same height as him.
How do you know?
I went to middle school, like high school with them.
Is it one of your exes or some
No.
shit?
No shit. No. No.
You said you were in the drive-thru?
Yes, I was in the drive-thru.
You want to tell me exactly what happened?
These guys were calling it on the scooters, so I took, matters into my hand.
When we were in the car, he came up,
You're
he
talking
swung at
too
him,
much.
and then he got out of the car to protect himself.
Got out, said, "What's your problem?" Boom, punch in the face, push to the ground, and then just started getting fucked. And then I was trying to stand up for myself, obviously, punch him back and shit, but it was 3v1.
Let's slide over here.
Okay.
He's gonna move. I just
He
don't
was
want you
like talking shit and just, I don't know how guys are, 'cause I'm a girl, but like
Okay.
just instigating stuff.
They just kind of scattered. They got out of there.
Yeah, they
and then what?
They dipped fast. They left really fast.
And then that's when you. What did you do next?
I was gonna go home, lay in bed, and throw some ice on it.
Okay.
Am I allowed to go or what?
No, just hang out right here.
Hello.
Did you get dragged or something?
I got jumped.
So, right now we're done with whatever fight happened.
I was done before it started.
Well, we're done with that portion of the investigation here. While talking to you though, you are exhibiting some indicators that you may be impaired. You might have a little bit to drink.
I definitely have not.
You definitely have not.
No.
Okay. So, can I perform some field sobriety exercise on you? Make sure you're safe to drive.
Of course.
Many legal experts will tell you never
Don't do
submit
it.
to searches and definitely never submit to field sobriety tests, which are designed to make you fail. Even if you've been drinking, which is a stupid thing to do, invoke your Fifth Amendment right and then shut up. You're not obligated to help the police in their investigation of you.
Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to follow this light with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head at all. Okay? Up here. Chin up. Chin up. Perfect. You just pull her back.
Somebody left me 25 messages. Yeah, she should have just recorded, but she was obviously intoxicated. I don't think he is though.
You sure you haven't had anything? Because you're under 21, so you can't even have a sip.
Positive. I'm not a drinker.
Okay, then what's that natty sitting in the back seat?
It's not mine.
Who's this? Okay, I mean,
We're at the beach, and she got it.
well, I can smell alcohol coming off of you.
It's changed, right? Because I don't have any on me.
Are you willing to
here's the
perform
deal.
some additional field spread
Wake up,
exercises, like a walk and turn and one leg stand test?
Sure.
Okay. Can you see this line?
Yeah.
What color is this line?
It's blue.
All right.
Light blue.
Why is he getting like fucking
In Midwest.
whatever? I don't know what it's called. I'm
Did
sorry,
you see
I don't know.
Essie's latest
I
short?
know, but like he got jumped. So what do you expect from him? To, like,
History. Yeah, here it is. Listen to this.
Apologize, remove the videos you've been making of me, and I'll stop dropping the dookie gems. And be aware that when I finished, I'll be doing it on Midwest Accountability.
Ooh, those both
From
sound
the
good.
German commanding general to the commander of the American troops fighting in Bastogne. The only possibility to spare the American troops from total annihilation is their honorable surrender, which will also prevent the slaughter of helpless civilians. You have 1 hour of truce to reply.
walk straight after he has like a concussion.
Oh, you know he's got a concussion?
He might.
But you know he does?
He might. I play softball. I know what it's like. He hit in the head.
But you said he does.
He might.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a difference between does and might.
Not really.
There is.
There's really
One's
not.
a maybe,
Sometimes
one
you
is a
don't know.
positive.
Sometimes you don't know.
Okay. All right. Hang tight here, though, okay?
Unfortunately, due to the indicators I've seen on your field spread exercises, I do believe you've been drinking tonight, and too much to be operating a motor vehicle on the roadway. Okay, so I'm placing you on the rest of this time. So.
Do you have a phone to call, ride for yourself, so you can get home?
Why?
Do you have a phone
Yes,
that you can
obviously
call
I have
for a
a phone.
ride? Well, it's not obvious. That's why.
It is obvious. It's not
Okay.
a dumb thing.
You can just work on getting your phone inside the car. I'll get your phone for you.
Why
Is it
are they
inside the
cuffing
car?
him?
Is your phone inside the car?
Obviously, it's inside the fucking car.
No, it's not obvious.
Why are you guys cuffing him? What did he do?
No, don't be walking up on them.
Excuse me, bro. Don't fucking put your hands on me.
All right, just
Stop. I'm calm. I know what you're
all right. Well, you're starting to escalate here.
Watch your feet.
Can I go wherever he goes? I don't have a ride, so I need to go wherever he goes.
That's not gonna happen.
Why? Where is it? Tell me where.
You got a phone?
I don't have. No.
You got a phone?
I don't have any ride. My
Your
parents
parents?
are sleeping.
They're sleeping?
Yep.
All right.
So wherever he goes, I'm gonna wait. So. I'm with him.
Wherever he goes, you're going to wait? Yep. Unfortunately, you're going to be waiting a little while.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
I'll wait. I don't care.
but unfortunately, we're not a taxi service. We're not going to offer a ride down
You
there,
guys
right?
have before. I've been with y'all.
Well, I don't know who you were with, but it's not going to happen this time. So,
There.
nope, he's going to the jail. That's where he's going.
Where is it
Okay.
at? What area?
Where's it at in Clearwater?
I don't get why I can't just get a ride from.
Because we're not a taxi service.
They're not a taxi service unless they're taxing people to the prison industrial complex. Besides, they are public servants, and I'm sure if they had an 18-year-old daughter, they'd like to know that a cop made sure his loved one got home safe. What if while walking home, she gets kidnapped? Whose responsibility would that be? Cops have so much power to do good, and they continually choose not to.
I never said y'all fucking were.
Right? So what I'm saying we can do is we can get a phone number. We can try and get you a
I can't
ride.
get any ride.
Why?
My parents are sleeping. They work at 5 a.m.
Okay, so well, it's only like 11 o'clock. Will they not answer the phone that way
They
they
take
get out
his
here?
car home and talk to his parents.
I'm sorry?
What am I supposed to do with his car? What are you gonna do with his car?
To me that you were drinking.
No, I didn't admit. I said if I was.
All right, well, even if not, I can smell it on your breath, and I'm pretty sure you told me all you had was an ID.
Do
So
you want to smell my breath?
I can smell it whenever you're talking.
What are you gonna do with his car?
It's probably going to be impounded.
What is that?
It means it's going to be towed.
Can you tell him? Can you tell him
Tell him what?
that's gonna be towed?
Well, I'm sure that's what he's telling him right now. So is there anyone I can call for you? That way
No.
we get your ride.
Well, this kid
I'm
gets
going
jumped.
wherever he goes.
Okay.
calls
Okay,
the
explain.
cops, and they
That's
arrest
not the
him.
case.
I'm not going to fucking jail. I didn't say I was going to jail. I'm gonna go where he goes. But I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I'm not fucking walking. I need my shoes and shit. But like, can I talk to him before he goes?
Probably not.
Through the window?
Probably not.
Why?
What's going on with Chopper?
I don't make the rules.
Chopper can't see you in Midwest? I thought
Oh,
you guys,
sad.
I thought you,
Can I say bye? What the fuck can I do? You're not even gonna tell his parents or anything? We're right down the street. It's the fucking road away. It doesn't matter if how old he is. Like, we're right fucking there. Go to his parents at least. Let him know we got jumped. And let him know that that's a problem. And go to his fucking parents. You got so fucked up. We're literally a turn away. That's it. I get what you're all doing. You have to take him there. But, like, literally, he's down the street with all his parents, so.
He can make that phone call when he gets to the jail.
I need to get my shoes and my phone, so.
All right, hang out back here real quick. Hang out back here real quick. Hang out back here real quick. You do.
Y'all are fucking crazy.
Do not pull away from me.
I'm not pulling away from you,
You can
bro.
stand right
I
here.
like that.
You can stand
You're
right
fine. I like that. You're good. Y'all are fucking psychos.
hey, I haven't even looked at that
He's
stuff
down
yet.
the fucking street. You get that right? You feel bold, don't you? You got a big dick. You feel bold. He's down the street.
Does that make the DUI any less?
Down the. I get that you gotta get DUI, but whatever. He's
Does it
down
make it
the
any less?
street.
Does it make it any
Go
less?
talk to his fucking parents then.
Is he an adult?
You're the people you see on the fucking news. He's down the street, bitch. Take me to fucking jail. I don't give a fuck. He's down the street. That's sad. Please cuff me. Please cuff me. He's down the fucking street.
Alright, I called Dad twice, no answer.
Oh, sad as fuck. You stand up with pride. You're happy.
I'm actually quite happy.
Oh,
Happy to be here.
I'm so happy. But like,
So-
that's sad.
Clearwater, what? We're
Clearwater
not.
jail. Where is it?
It's Pinellas County Jail.
Pinellas
it's off
County
49th Street North in Clearwater. Yes,
Okay.
142nd Avenue.
Now let's try to go.
Yes.
Boom. Great.
Where are you going?
Fine.
Hey, right here.
My fucking shoes. Don't grab me.
Yeah.
Dude, you feel good?
Go stand over
You
there.
feel good grabbing?
Go stand over
You
there.
feel good grabbing?
Go stand over
You
there.
feel good grabbing? I need my fucking shoes.
Okay. Well, you can stand over there.
Hey, she can go if she does that again. That's the second warning.
I can go where? Tell me where I can go. I love seeing how you guys are so shitty at your job because I do a dance move and because I want to get my fucking shoes. I think it shows how much if I had some video, you get fucked. Everyone sees this.
Yeah, you're being
Oh,
filmed
really?
right now.
I don't have video. I don't really give a fuck. But like, you guys are getting mad because I'm dancing?
No.
You
Not 'cause
are.
it- no,
You
it's
just
'cause
said
you're
if I'm done, I can go home. That's literally what he just fucking said.
That's
literally-
not at all what he said. You're intoxicated.
No, this is me, bro.
Oh, is it?
If you met me when you want to meet me when I'm sober, I was in the
don't.
hospital a week ago.
Congrats.
Thank you so fucking much. You got a lot of balls, like fucking having sarcasm when you're a fucking police officer. That's kind of sad. Do you have kids?
Why does it matter? Do you
It
have
does
kids?
matter because you want to act like a fucking dick if you had kids.
Okay.
I know police officers. I have family of police
Awesome.
officers. You don't act like that. It's sad. His parents are there. They care. He's leaving in like 2 weeks for Arizona. I am 18. Yep. I did nothing wrong tonight.
Does she have shoes in there?
Yep.
She's got some stuff, she can go get it.
Okay, good.
Now I can get it.
Grab your stuff.
I'm just playing with y'all because you're fucking hilarious. You're hilarious as fuck. You're hilarious as fuck. I didn't even get a DUI, even if I drink, and it's so sad that you call a guy who didn't even drink, but I didn't. You guys feel good, don't you? It does make sense. 'Cause what if I drank? You don't even fucking.
Here's your ID. Grab your stuff and leave.
I didn't drive. Aw. You feel good. You guys got big balls. Not him. His shit's shrunk. That must suck. No more kids for you, boy. Alright.
The girl,
This car
she's
going.
just pissed off.
Being impounded. Doesn't matter.
It does fucking matter. Show your old ass up. I don't-
Doesn't matter to you. You don't need that
Show
information.
your old ass up.
You don't need that information.
Ass.
See you.
Up.
Leave. Have a good day.
I have a fucking 4.5. I don't give a fuck what you say. Show your old
Have a
ass
good
up.
day.
How about being a cop being racist?
Okay.
Okay. Wait, I need my phone. You guys gotta wait for me. My phone is in here. You gotta wait a little bit longer. One more minute.
Oh, do we?
Yes! You do! My phone!
Leave.
My phone is in here.
Leave.
How am I gonna
You
call?
already walked away. Leave.
Can I find my phone?
Yeah, find your phone. Do it now.
You got the flash.
Okay, fine.
ID. It has smiley faces on it. It always happens.
I don't see a phone in there.
I hate being a cop. I like listen, hey, I actually thought about being a cop, but after meeting y'all, like, where the fuck are the women?
Yep,
Probably a
yep,
good thing
yep.
you changed your
She's
mind.
talking way too much. Still doesn't
Don't
deserve
stop.
to get arrested by a security
So
guard.
many beer
I don't
cans
quite
in my
understand that. I saw Allied Security.
Can I like dump them out? Do you guys care? Fuck, you guys don't answer. Thank you. What do you guys think I should say?
I think I've seen
When I go
that
to
who
his
you're
house.
talking
18,
about.
so she can't have those beers.
Take them out. They're empty. Thank you, Daddy.
You can keep those because they're empty.
Good for you. It's littering a crime. Okay, I'm sorry. No, sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'll pick them up. I'll pick them up.
Too late.
No, I'll pick them up.
You wanted to go to jail.
Hey, Brandon.
Into things. Tried to get you to leave about 25 times, but you're smarter than us
I
and know better.
wanted to leave.
You can take your 4.5 GPA and hang out at booking. Tell them all about it. They'll love to hear about it. Welcome to the real world.
No, I get the real one.
Yeah, there's consequences for your actions. You want to act like a child, we're going to treat you like that. So
There's
consequences for your actions. You want to act like a child, we're going to treat you like that. So
But if you become a cop, there will be no consequences for your actions.
Easily pick them up. They're not mine.
Okay, well, you threw
Put
them
them in my bag.
Yep, you threw them at me and hit me.
I didn't even throw them at you. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch?
I'll take it if you want.
Well,
I'll go through it over
you
here.
won't take the can, so I was gonna put them back in the car.
You know what?
What? I'm asking
I
you.
didn't even throw them at you. They didn't hit you on fucking. I didn't even touch you. You know that, right?
They did.
I didn't even touch you. You know damn well I didn't touch your little dick ass. I didn't even fucking touch you. I'm not giving you any of them on my fucking social. Look it up on my fucking phone.
Absolutely.
Get my fucking phone.
All right. So you got some options. Either stop banging.
No, I
We
didn't
put
throw
leg-
them
we
at
put-
you.
we put leg
I
shackles
wanna
on
go
you.
to his house.
No, you're not going to his house. You're going to jail.
I'm mad because
Tuck your feet in.
you guys are horrible at your job.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I didn't throw them
Stop
at you.
banging on the
Why
carpet.
are you doing this?
Stop banging.
I didn't
Stop.
throw them at you. No, I didn't.
She kicks. I've got a hobble. Yeah, we can tie her feet down. All right.
I'm not kidding. Fucking so
You see
bullshit.
Allied
Yeah, put your feet over
Universals
here.
I didn't.
Put your feet over here.
has to pay
No,
this
I won't
huge
do it.
fine in
Hold your
Tennessee
feet
because
over here
most of their
now.
security guards aren't even
One.
certified.
2, put them over here. Cross them at the ankles, now. Cross them at the ankles.
He's hog tying her.
I didn't throw it at him. If I hit you, I'm very sorry.
Feet in.
I didn't throw it at him.
What a fucking asshole, dude. Hog tied her.
I don't want to go to jail.
Okay. So the van is actually here to take you. Okay, so you're going to get out of these cuffs.
Feet. Stop blood on me. How the fuck am I gonna open up when my feet are fucking?
Pull your
Dumbass.
feet inward a little bit.
I'm trying. You know how tight you made it. You like that? I'm a sex slave or something.
There you go. Okay, come on out.
All right, step out.
God, I feel like I'm autistic or something. Fuck.
Well, walk this way.
Where am I going? Do you guys have my phone in my bag?
Yes.
It's an ugly bag because I'm playing
I
softball.
have it.
It's gonna be on cops.
No. You see,
Oh man,
per-
fuck!
Relax.
Ow, that's kind of hard. I kind of like it. You guys fucking suck.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh, I love chains. I need
So
to
they
grip
have
it.
security
I
guards
got
do
hands
the
still. I can
prisoner
grip shit.
transports in Pinellas County.
This is my life.
That's nuts. Allied Universal does prisoner transports.
So my phone, my bag is there.
Yes, it's going to go.
It has
That's
smiley
nuts.
face on it.
Yes, we have it.
Look at him. He's rubbing
don't
up
want
against her and
shoes.
shit.
All right, your shoes
Hey,
are in the
Odie.
back of my car.
Hey,
Stop.
I don't have my shoes.
Face up.
Too touchy. I don't like it. I don't like fucking dilfs. Please don't touch. Please don't touch. Y'all are sex slaves. I'm going into a sex slave trade. And this fucking dilf is the owner of it. You own this.
You may want to tighten that right one a little bit.
You suck, man. We had a good
I
talk.
suck.
I'm gonna expose your ass when we get here. You're a bitch. But like my bitch. Like I love you for that.
Oh, thanks.
It's okay. Oh, there's a lot of cuffs over here.
Okay.
Where is Dia? Is he at the men's one?
Yes.
D, my friend.
Oh.
Ew!
So he's at Central Breath Testing.
And then what?
He
And then
fucking
he'll
is
go to
touching
jail
her
as well.
butt. That's why she's jumping like
Am I going to jail with all the people who are gonna rape me?
They're not gonna rape you.
You think that?
Yes.
How long am I gonna be there?
Probably at least 8 hours.
Who's gonna get me out?
Whoever you call.
Are you gonna bring my phone?
Yes.
Again, driving intoxicated is bad. Berating cowardly men in costumes with fragile egos isn't a good idea. And this girl has a thing or two to learn in life. But I can't sit here and tell you that the disdain she feels for these authoritarian psychopaths isn't warranted.
That's nuts.
What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification
I was held
icon,
in a
give it a
private
thumbs up,
facility
share it with
before,
everybody
so
you know, and subscribe
worse
to my
than-
email list through my website.
Believe it or not, it's
contactflix.com.
worse than anything a county
If you
or
wanna support
state
the channel
can do.
further. The links are in the description. Grab
'Cause
a
it's all
shirt,
about
become a
as
channel
cheap-
member,
as
but
cheap
more
as they can hold
importantly,
you.
stand for your rights. If you don't know your rights, you don't have them. If you don't exercise your rights, you'll lose them. Freedom is dangerous.
Hey,
The only
Joey.
thing more dangerous is not having it. I'll see you in the next video.
Madison Audits. We're here in Orange City. This is Orange City Department over here, vehicle number 21. So we got some dark tin on it. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, you know. We just saw the cops and old people. I was like, damn, must be a crash. It has to be a crash. Yeah.
They want anything or not?
I don't think so, but he's
Okay, yeah, you said he's good.
All right, cool, man. I'm out of here. Verify with him, and then later, guys. All right, man.
Now, you might recognize Officer Koch from the fire lane incident. He's a little bit different of a person today, but we're going to be able to get our tent meter on his vehicle. And then I'm going to show you how to gain compliance with your city and your town to hopefully help get cops to stop violating the law and terrorizing their citizens.
Yeah, I'll probably
with
be in
tickets.
it.
Just noticing a lot of.
As long as it doesn't
dark tin
last
on
2
these
hours.
windows over here. Let's see if we can't check it out. They all done?
Just those. Is it in like turbo?
I guess
or
they're all
something?
done, huh?
Get it open.
Hey, sorry to bug you. Let's go see if I get a P number or a case number from you, if that's all right. I have a question for you. I noticed the tint's super dark on you guys' cars. You're above the AS1 line. Do you guys write a bunch of tent tickets or no?
Personally, I don't.
Do you mind if I check your tent for that dark tent there? Would that be all right? Do you mind if I check your tent for that dark
You got a
tent?
meter?
Huh?
You have a meter?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't put the ton on.
Okay, cool. Check. 24, 25. Calibrated. 22, 23. 21, 22. I'll do it one more time just to make sure. Yeah, you're below the legal limit. All right, cool.
Between the Marine Corps and this,
Yeah.
I'm an old man falling apart.
That's it. Yeah, see, I got some grays in there too every time I come out. Hey, his
Well, 4 kids and 2 grandbabies, man.
That does it.
That's what does it.
All right,
Thank
I'm
you
in.
for the your service. Thank you.
I
Very
hate to
much.
bug you real
Thank
quick.
Too.
There's a question. The other guy, is it Koch or Litke? Your coach.
I'm Coke.
Coke.
Yeah.
I was gonna say his tent was just a little bit below legal limit. Do you mind if I check yours? Is that all right? I'm just curious. I got a medical exemption on my car, so I always tell like law enforcement, I'm like, hey, go out there and get medical exemptions for like migraines, headaches, and skin cancer.
Yeah, we had the lady just recently.
Yeah. Cool. I'll push it.
That
I
she-
calibrated
I-
beforehand, but
Yeah.
yeah, they must be the same supplier.
Do you guys have a safety bulletin out for me yet? A safety bulletin?
22.
Everybody knows my last
No,
name.
it's
Every time I
22.
come up to a scene, some of the officers I've never even met, they're like, "Oh, Mr. Sanders." Well, we've met before. I just didn't have a beard. Well, no, I
appreciate
know
it.
that, but I mean, like even
And there's
some
no
of them.
there's no placard in the indoor here where they're required to have it on there. Doesn't look like, does it? Yeah, it's not. Florida statute has require like the installer's name and everything like that. So anyway,
Well,
I'll appreciate
honestly, that's something you have to talk to about admin about. I don't know exactly where they even got these from.
but that's your vehicle though. You like if I were to be stopping you, hey, your tent's too dark on your car, and that's the way the dealership gave it to me. You'd be like, well, it's your car, right?
I mean, I don't really do the whole tint thing, to be honest.
I wrote him a citation for the parking. I wrote him a citation for the tint on his window because he's got illegal tint. And then I wrote him for no proof of insurance.
It was, I mean, when you can't see your hand in front of it,
Yeah.
you know, that's 0%. Yeah, that's 0%.
Yeah, I think mine's it's 12 in the back and it's 20 in the front. It's very similar to this one over here.
Okay.
So that was it. But yeah, I got those
My brother-in-law's got the same.
All right, Orange City Police Department has their vehicles under the legal limit of their tint. They're above the AS1 line on there, but they both let me check them.
Okay, so big deal. You know that the tint is illegal. You can't write them a citation.
Right,
and you can't take them to court to sue them. So what do? What I've done to be successful with two agencies is to get their insurance carrier's information, sending a certified letter to the said insurance carrier, alerting them that the tint is below the legal limit and that these officers travel at a high rate of speed, responding to emergency calls. It puts a high liability on their responses. Once the insurance company knows about this, they're going to require that the police department remove that tint or face the potential to pay maximum damages for the liability caused in a crash that may be related to the tint. One thing that I do when I send this is that I tell them that I'm going to research any crashes involved with the city vehicles and send those victims of the crash a copy of this certified letter. Now, allegedly and reportedly, the Orange City Police Department has begun to remove its tint from the vehicles that was unlawful, reapplying it to the legal limits. Hopefully that is true. But
Yeah, I
this
got
is
your
how you're
email,
gonna
Anna,
have to
if you're still
combat
here.
the unlawful and illegal tint when you have an agency that writes people for this violation, but they are hypocrites on the back end. I put a few links in the description to Twisted Luck Truth, Steven Sanders, and the tint meter that I use in this video here. I want to thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing. Check out the links in the description so that you guys can see what this department is all about. See you guys soon.
Welcome once again to Leto's Law. Here's Steve Leto.
This is one of those stories sent to me by everybody, and it covers a lot of things we touched on before, but it has an interesting twist. So this version is from Motorious by Elizabeth Puckett. Judge orders sheriff's office to return seized 1968 Camaro. And we've talked before about stolen Camaros and also stolen cars, and stolen cars being returned many years later. So in Baldwin County, Circuit Judge Clark Stankowski recently issued a firm ruling against the county's sheriff's office for the improper and illegal seizure of a 1968 Camaro belonging to a man there. The twist in the tale is the car is currently with a Kansas man who reported the car stolen 2 decades ago, who claims to be the original and authentic owner of the car. So as you can imagine, car gets stolen, changes hands a bunch of times. Somewhere down the road, someone doesn't know they've got a stolen car. And those things do pop up from time to time when they check the vehicle identification numbers. The judge previously ruled against the sheriff's office, and he has now given them and the state of Alabama a 43-day ultimatum to return the vehicle back to the man who had it originally in this case. While the Baldwin County District Attorney indicated he'll likely appeal, he refrained from commenting further on the case. Now, the controversy stems from the local man's purchase of the Camaro back in 2016. So this guy's had the car for a while. After investigation by the Alabama Department of Revenue, they linked the vehicle identification number to a stolen vehicle. So the Baldwin County Sheriff's deputies demanded this man to surrender the car, saying it's a stolen car, it's got to go back to the original owner. Following his refusal, they executed a warrant and seized the vehicle, handing it over to the man in Kansas just minutes before a temporary restraining order was issued. And by the way, this is one of those situations where a TRO would be highly appropriate, because you have a situation where a guy locally says, this car is mine. I can prove it's mine. Someone in another state goes, no, I think it's mine. And the police investigate that, well, we think it belongs to the guy in the other state. Before you ship the car off the other state, maybe have a couple of hearings or something, do some investigation, let the parties come into court and hash it out. And so the sheriff apparently just said, no, we're going to grab the car and ship it back to where it belongs. That's what we think should be done. And a court issued a temporary restraining order, but apparently they issued it literally just a few minutes too late. The judge criticized the sheriff's office's approach, stating that using a criminal process to facilitate a civil remedy was illegal. And so that's the question. If this person's got the car, there's no allegation that they knew it was stolen. There's no allegation they're involved in the theft. And he is what we call a good faith purchaser, meaning he bought it from somebody, believing it was legitimately being sold to him by its true owner. The guy selling it to him might not have known anything about it either. And so it seems that you actually should somehow get to the bottom of that if there's a dispute before you just ship the car out of state. Because that's the problem. Because now that you ship the car out of state, to get it back, it gets really, really messy. So one of the things that the courts look at before issuing a temporary restraining order is whether or not it'll be easier to fix now with everything status quo. Again, not the band from England, although I love their work. Or if we let things change and then have to undo them later. And so sometimes it's like, hey, everybody, calm down, freeze, stop. Everybody stop. Stop. We've all been in those situations before where somebody goes, everybody just stop. Okay? Let's try to resolve this now as opposed to letting stuff happen and then try to fix it later. So the judge noted that none of the deputies involved considered the man with the car locally under criminal investigation, nor did they ever intend to make an arrest. Therefore, them seeking a warrant was improper, and the judge says illegal. Now, a lot of people will throw that word illegal around, but when it comes to who you don't want thrown it at you would be a judge. That's a pro tip right there, okay? The local man's defense is that he legally acquired the car from another resident who had owned it for several years himself. His attorney argues that the VIN matching the stolen car was from a replaced part and didn't reflect the car's true identity. Now, unfortunately, I know a lot about 68, 69 Camaros. The reason I say that is I've been involved in litigation involving them, more than one. I've represented owners of Camaros on at least 2 occasions I can think of. We'll talk about it in a second. So the judge's ruling didn't dig into the ownership dispute, but suggested simply that the matter should be resolved in the correct forum with maybe, testimony from witnesses and so on. Case highlights the complexities of car ownership disputes, particularly involving vintage vehicles with murky histories, especially from other states that have a history of being stolen. That's always a problem. So we've talked about this before, and if you don't believe me, you can look this up. But in the old days, the vehicle identification number was always in a couple different places on the car. Nowadays, it's in even more. But back then, it was just in a couple places. So quite often, there is a VIN tag at the base of the A pillar underneath the windshield, top of the dashboard, so that to see it, you walk up to the car and look through the window glass. You can see it from the outside of the car if it's not covered. That's the one most people check. However, those tags can be replaced. It is illegal to do so unless you really know what you're doing and have got a good reason to do it. But VIN tags are something most people shouldn't be messing with. However, if you find yourself buying a 68 Camaro and you're wondering about its provenance, the vehicle identification number is stamped in 2 other places that are basically stamped into metal inside the car. One of them, for instance, is on a piece of metal that is on the front side of the firewall that to see, you might need a dental mirror. Okay? So, if this attorney is arguing that the VIN on this car simply came off a stolen car, but the rest of the car is okay, it seems highly unlikely, unless we're talking about literally the entire front clip of a car. And in which case, the front clip is like, might not be half the car, but it's a good chunk of the car if it includes the firewall. And so I don't know how likely that argument is. But I can tell you, for instance, I had a 1969 Dodge Charger, first car I owned in high school. And the VIN, I'm pretty certain, could also be found if you popped the deck lid and peeled back the weather stripping in the trunk, because a lot of Mopars from that era would stamp the VIN into that edge there of the trunk underneath the weather stripping, okay? So you might say, but Steve, what if the car got rear-ended and somebody chopped off the back end of the car and put it? Yes, that can happen. Absolutely, that can happen. And so once in a while, there can be missing VINs or VIN mismatches, and that can happen. So the real question is the bulk of the car, okay? The bulk of the car. But it very well could be that, and I hate to say this, but you got to hire experts. And I've actually, all in this discussion with you right now, everyone here who's raised, raise your hand if you've hired a 1968 Camaro expert. I actually hired a guy who wrote books on Camaros, and I hired him to render an opinion. And so it might be the parties have got to bring in Camaro experts and have them say, yes, I examined this car, and it appears to me that this is original, but this is not. Or it's all original except for that VIN tag got swapped. I mean, I don't know. But the judge is right that you find the car locally, and we have a report that the VIN that we found on the car somewhere matches the VIN of a car stolen in another state. We think it should go back to that guy. But we're not going to charge this person here with anything. There's no crime committed here. There's no wrongdoing.
We went
here.
over our minutes
We're
for
just
our
take the car from
toll-free
the guy
number,
and
instead of letting
ship
us
it out of
know
state.
we were going over our limits,
The
they just
judge
made
is
it a
right.
busy
The
signal.
car is here. Person
Crazy
who has
as shit.
paperwork
Why is this
indicating
needed?
that they got the car legally. Also, they've got that. So to resolve this, we should resolve it
You
here.
guys hearing?
Because now once you shipped it over there,
I'm not hearing anything. What just happened? It's connecting.
if you're wrong, you got to ship it back. And so it just seems more simple and straightforward to handle it locally. And so there's also the problem that they went and apparently got a criminal warrant. And, you know, warrants are mentioned in the what's that thing called? Constitution.
I can't hear shit. I don't know why.
And if you get a warrant indicating there's an underlying criminal case, where's the criminal case? Oh, there isn't one. Oh, then why'd you use that kind of a warrant? Why'd you do that? You know, so there were probably better ways to handle this.
I guarantee you I know why.
And the judge seems to think
the
so.
game took over.
So I would tend to agree with the judge. And this, again, is going to get us back to a lot of people are going to comment in the comments below the video and say, Steve,
there it
the
goes.
car got stolen in Kansas, winds up down in Alabama. The insurance company owns it now.
Poker game on my phone.
And everyone says that. Everyone says that. And yet, when they ran the VIN, the last titled owner was the guy up in Kansas. And a lot of insurance companies don't bother retitling stolen vehicles because they figure they'll never get found. And most of them, by the way, aren't. Not classic old cars like that. So what happens is the insurance company pays it off, and the owner goes, "You want the title?" They go, "Nah." Because for them to retitle it in their name, paperwork,
we went over
and
our
also there
minutes,
might
so
be
they
some
did
liability
that, so I
there
just
in the
upgraded
sense
the
that
package
they might
to
now
800
own
numbers, so
something.
it's good to
And
go
for
then.
bookkeeping purposes, do you put on the books that you own this Camaro?
Well, we
that you
were
don't
at
actually have
300 and we
possession
were
of?
already over, but
And
they're
so
like,
I've
you were way
done
over.
research on
So
this.
the next
And
the only next
insurance
package up is
companies,
3,000,
generally
so
speaking, quite
you're
often
over that. I mean,
do
that's their biggest
not
pack, so.
do not title the cars in their names after they've been reported stolen and are paid off for total
I mean,
loss.
they're-
So quite often the
plus
last
we added
titled owner
Pittsburgh into the
is the
call tree,
person from
too,
whom it was stolen. And so when the police find a stolen vehicle, they
calls
go,
that are
okay,
going
who's
there
the
are
last
also
titled owner? This guy. Boom,
Yep,
give
yeah,
it to
it's
him.
working now. I tested it before I got
Now,
off the
of
phone.
course, we're getting back to whether we take it from this person to give it to him. Another story
problem.
altogether. I'm simply talking hypotheticals here. So it's a crazy story, but two things can happen. The district attorney could appeal this order and get a higher court to overturn it, or this judge and the guy locally may take steps to get it back. But of course, if a judge issues an order saying this car must be returned here, the problem, of course, is that the order then is going to get taken to another state. And will another state honor that? And that's another mess altogether, which we won't get into right now. But the stories from Motorist, a lot of people sent it to you. Thank you very much. 1968 Camaro was seized, and the judge has now ordered the sheriff's office to return it. and it's a mess. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Leto's Law. Think of unhappiness as a job you've walked out on.
Take a picture of me, you understand?
Yo, you see?
You got my shield number, that's all you need. My shield number, that's it.
Hey, you broke my phone.
Well, I told you not to take a picture of me. You cannot do that.
What are you talking about? You're a public servant. I can take a picture of you. So what I do, I didn't do nothing wrong. You see me walking on the streets.
Yes, that's what we're stopping. If you see me walking on the streets. Where you got it?
What are you talking? Yo, you want me to take off my pants, man?
Yo,
Come
relax,
on.
don't reach,
Yo,
alright?
come on, don't do that.
You don't do that,
on my
You don't do that, alright?
You want to hear about me tomorrow morning? You want to hear about me?
Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. On November 28th, 2021, Mr. Simon was walking down Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn when NYPD officers Mark Fontana, Adon Swarzarodis, and Sergeant Larry Simpson of the 70th Precinct hopped out of an unmarked vehicle in front of him. What happens next is completely and utterly disturbing. Stay until the end for an update. Let's get into it.
Sure.
Going through his pocket.
I mean, this all the questions for officer. What I do, I didn't do nothing wrong. You see me walking on the streets.
Yes, that's what we're stopping. If you see me walking on the streets.
You see me walking on the streets? Because I'm smoking my spliff, walking on the streets?
That's right.
That's not illegal, man. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm doing now is just pulling people over for no reason. Mad embarrassing, man. You got ask him, I just came out of there eating burger and all of that, man.
Yeah, you make a burger there.
Taking on my shirt, all of this stuff. Grab it. No, man, I'm just saying, you grabbing my doors and all of that, man, that shit was crazy. All right, officer, enough is enough with that.
Nice.
Yes, because I work for UPS. You want to see my ID and everything?
All right, that's fine. Let's go see something, all right? Where you got it?
What are you talking? Yo, you want me to take off my pants, man?
Yo, relax, don't reach,
Yo, come on, don't do that.
You don't do that,
on my
You don't do that, alright? Alright,
Yo.
you search it.
Come on, man.
You want a comfortable? Search, what?
Come on, man. Look, you want me to take off my pants?
No.
You don't want me to take off my You want to grab my everything, man? What's wrong with you, man? That's some disrespectful. I told you I work, and you want to. Why you so intense for? You just grabbing my That's right. You grab my man. Yo, get the me, man. Nah, ain't no fault, man. What's your name? What's your you yourself? Are you a That's right. That's right. Hold up. Let me take my picture of you. Because you want to grab my You want to hear about me tomorrow morning. You want to hear about me. You want to hear about me tomorrow morning.
2 years ago.
Nah, I don't want no business card. I don't want no business card. Right here. Come 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 right here. Don't grab my phone. Don't grab. Yo, bro, you see this, right?
Everything's okay.
Grabbing my and everything, man. The right here.
Everything's okay. Take a picture of me. You understand?
Yo, you see?
You got my shield number. That's all you need.
My
shield number. That's it.
Hey, you broke my phone.
Well, I told you not to take a picture of me. You cannot do that.
What did he say?
Well, I told you not to take a picture of me. You cannot do that. All right?
Yo, you see this, right? They broke my phone.
Fellow Patriots, Mr. Simon's horrible encounter with
Wow.
these tyrannical officers is one of the many reasons Lackluster and I started Attorney Shield.
Now it's an advertisement.
Attorney Shield could have prevented this egregious civil rights violation from ever happening. Just imagine how different than ideas on how to protect all of our rights. I believe in Attorney Shield and put the power.
All you get is our name and shit.
I can take a picture of you. You're a public servant.
Get too close.
You stand up to that. What are you talking about? You taking me grabbing my phone?
Well, you cannot take a picture that close.
You grab my and you gonna remember me for doing that. You a crabby. You broke my phone. That's a $1,000 phone. Who gonna pay for my phone? Why you biting your lips? Why you biting your lips? You feel intimidated by me? You grab my You grab my
I have an idea, you?
Huh? I don't need a ID.
You have an idea on you?
Yeah, I got a ID on me. For what? For what? What you want my ID for?
Can I see your ID? Oh, you don't want to give you your ID?
No, don't worry. I got you. And I'm pretty sure people recorded right
You want to
here.
play your ID? Recorded.
Yeah,
We recorded
that's right.
with you.
All right, I got y'all.
All right.
I got you.
All right.
I got you, brother. My destroy my phone.
All right, 91. 91.
At this point, the three cowardly, tyrant NYPD officers fled the scene.
They need
Mr. Simon
some
then
2A.
proceeded to call
They have
911 and
none
request
almost
an
now.
ambulance. When the three NYPD officers heard this, they returned to the scene of the crime, where Sergeant Simpson stepped out of the vehicle to try and smooth things over with Mr. Simon.
Remember this new face.
It's coming from private.
Nah. And you a sergeant?
No, it's just me. It's just
That's
me.
what you doing?
It's just
That's
me.
what you doing? That's what you telling them?
Just come.
Pay for that.
Come.
Y'all gonna for that.
Sir, come.
You and your goons. Y'all running around like that's some
Come, we talking
Ain't no talking no more. Ain't no talking. Especially you. Especially you. You want you wild stinking ass Mexican.
By myself to talk to you.
I don't. You was right there.
I'm gonna tell you.
Listen to me. And you a sergeant?
Yes.
You see this? And you a sergeant? You got them conducting themselves like that?
We'll talk. I don't want your business to get out.
I ain't got nothing to say to you,
what do you want to do?
I already told you what I'm gonna do. I know the procedure. I'm gonna get superior, and I'm gonna professor to some charges on this here for grabbing my.
So you want to go to the hospital?
No, yeah, I'm waiting for the ambulance.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the ambulance.
But I have to document it for you.
No, I don't want you, because you was right here. You part of the incident.
I'll take the report for you.
No, you ain't gonna take no report. You gonna take the report when it comes to whoever else is going down from. Because that's why y'all ain't playing games, touching the right people.
Okay, here's the thing.
Y'all gonna pay, especially these little predator right here.
Listen.
Touching. Don't touch me, bro.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Don't touch me. Don't touch. I don't want to talk to you. I told you. You part of the incident.
I'm gonna help
so
you.
You can't. No, you can't help me, bro.
You want me to document it?
I'm gonna talk to the lawyer. No, not you. Not you. I talk to somebody else. Not you, because you stood right there. Y'all here acting like some hooligans. With the right one, y'all grabbing up on my. Now I gotta go to the hospital.
Okay.
And it's here recorded. They got everything recorded. I got y'all running around playing.
We got it recorded too.
Word up. All right. Have it recorded.
Okay.
out here strip searching niggas. That niggas is out of control.
Public safety sergeant. You have an ET on the bus?
Told y'all who the for. Y'all running around here out here thirsty.
Oh, the public safety sergeant?
Yep. Exactly, Jody.
ET on the bus?
Yo, record this. Keep harassing. You see what's here? And he let them do that. He's supposed to be authority.
They'll be at midnight 45.
Yeah, man, you can tell me all of that shit.
No, I'm saying the ambulance is coming.
I'm playing around out here. Y'all playing a dirty game. Y'all been getting away with that a long time. Asking me what's in here. That's crazy, man. Y'all out of control. Grabbing up on niggas' dick, strip searching niggas in the street. I'm crazy, man. Play with the right one tonight. Won't let thirst look for some up. Y'all out here trying to niggas walking in the street smoking weed. Out of here.
Oh yeah. They're cops are basically private security for the elite.
Right here, he gonna lose his job. All y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna remember that shit. Breaking my broke my phone. Get y'all right off the streets. Y'all gonna be in Central Booking somewhere. After I finish this up. Watch. You know who y'all be playing with. Central Booking somewhere doing paperwork, sitting up, lose your gun, all of that shit. Yeah, man, I'm waiting for the ambulance. Now, having all up on my all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this and he a sergeant and watching these savages right here in the car. Mexican in the
It's not the connection. It's just blanking.
This nigga right here, look, babe. Now he want to talk. Look at him. And he a sergeant. He supposed to be an example for these right here, son. Grown ass. Alright, I got them though. Like I said, since you giving out sandwiches.
703.
Yeah, the nigga grabbed me on my nuts.
Foster Avenue and Bedford Avenue.
One right here. Look at my shit swollen.
So you want him to make a complaint?
Look at like I said, I don't want to talk to you, officer. I don't want to talk to you at your chest. You let them do all that foul shit right there.
Okay, here's the thing.
No.
I'll make the complaint for you.
No, I don't need your complaint. Yeah, screenshot him. That's the sergeant. Look. You see him?
Simpson 4899.
Don't worry, I got him. Everything is video.
That let me do.
I'm gonna call you when I get to the hospital.
Yeah, I did myself because I thought because it only wouldn't even give me a choice to do a
Crack
gift.
deal out here and all of that. That's what y'all thought.
I'm gonna test that
That's
out.
what y'all thought.
703.
See my up?
I want to let me do a gift.
I can make the complaint for you. I just need your info. I'll make the call right now.
After an hour ago, neighbors home.
Allow the space to
Well, I'll take a ride over there. It's an hour on the test, correct? No problem. Alright, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you.
So one more time, you're not gonna give me no info?
I don't want these guys around me.
Alright guys, so first and foremost, this was one of the most disturbing and egregious videos I've seen. It's no surprise it involves the thugs and tyrants in the NYPD. I am sure you can understand why I felt compelled to share it with all of you. Mr. Simon was simply walking down the street, not breaking any laws, when these gangsters hopped out of the vehicle and immediately began illegally searching Mr. Simon without any explanation whatsoever. After violating his Fourth Amendment right, Officer Suarez violates him even further by grabbing his genitals, committing an SA. As if all that wasn't bad enough, when Mr. Simon attempts to exercise his First Amendment right and record the incident, Officer Fontana knocks Mr. Simon's phone to the ground, shattering it. All this took place under the supervision of Sergeant Larry Simpson.
You leaving?
Mr.
Dirty?
Simon submitted a
I'm trying to
formal
give you a
complaint
gift
to the
membership.
Civilian Complaint Review Board, CCRB, and after an investigation, it was determined that the allegations
is.
against Officer Suarez and
Hang on
Officer
for a second,
Fontana
Dirty.
were substantiated. It was also found that during the investigation, both officers provided false statements to the CCRB. So not only did they violate Mr. Simon in every way possible, they tried to lie about it to cover their unlawful tyrannical actions. Sergeant Simpson wasn't investigated, and the reasoning on
Okay, I
why
figured it
is
out.
not clear. It is also unclear what, if any, discipline
see
Officers
if he gets it.
Suarez
You better
and
get it.
Fontana
You better not have
received,
left.
if any at all. This is exactly the tyrannical behavior we the people were protesting against.
Joko,
The
homeless.
NYPD is one of the most corrupt law enforcement agencies I've seen. We the people need to come together and demand change and accountability. Stay tuned for updates on this case and more like it. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long
I don't
Island
know. I
on
don't
it.
know why I won't do it.
Peace.
I don't even know who this Katie is. I don't know why it won't let me just pick. Oh, that's so frustrating. I bet you he left chat. That's why. I can't see any other reason why I would do that. I mean, I didn't get one. Must not have it turned on. I'm just going to put on the quartering for a minute. I'm not going to be on for too long today. I was waiting for certain people to pop in here to see if there was going to be some issues.
Your streaming service just a year's supply of
quadruple down in the face of losing, creating it. Metric ton of news to discuss. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you are ready for some relaxation and conversation today. As it would appear, we have Elon's thermonuclear lawsuit to discuss after Media Matters essentially got caught creating the news. A lot of places, they report on the news, right? But the issue with Media Matters is they got caught creating it and forcing a narrative by creating specific accounts and following like anti-Semitic accounts and refreshing the hell out of their Twitter feed to try and get literally any ads to display at all. I don't know if you are watching now. I think Rumble's having a bit of a hiccup. I'm going to check on that right now. It's definitely not on my end. I think it had a problem.
I was trying to give one to Dirty, but for some reason isn't letting him get one. Even though I checked his settings and he is able to receive them.
Now,
there's no reason why it shouldn't.
One thing.
Let me see if he was gone. He was gone already. That's why he didn't get
free speech last night. Nice.
No, he's still there.
Looks fine. Okay, there. Everyone says it's fine. I don't know. It's weird. Weird. It's. I'm not usually. I usually don't lose viewers at the top of the show. Happy Victory Monday, and Joe Barry still needs to be fired. Yeah, Joe Barry is absolute trash, and he was 2 wide open touchdown passes that were dropped away from losing that game because he's an idiot. Now, interestingly enough, if you're following the kind of the Elon, okay, so yeah, they're working on it. Okay.
It's supposed to be at random, but the people with the
site.
most viewing time on the channel that are if they're present
No,
are
it's
supposed to be able to get it.
So Elon's
crazy.
Advertisement
I mean,
nightmare. Full
him and
list of
Jared
companies that
have
have
the most
boycotted
viewing time.
social media
Jared got
for
one right away.
owners quote anti-Semitic tweet. Well, the advertisers
I don't
did
care
not
who gets them,
boycott,
though. I
from
just
what I
wanted
can
him to get one, too.
understand,
Y'all can have
due
one. I don't
to people felt unworthy.
I'm doing it to make money.
From what
I
I
just purchased it
understand
myself.
is
So I'm losing
people
quarter of every
left
penny I put
because
out.
Media Matters ran an article about
just frustrating. Just trying to get the guy
ads
membership
appearing next to
so he can use some of the cool
content,
emotes.
which we found out later is absolutely not true. Don Trump, no, I did not send out emails this weekend. I have all you winners. Don't worry. Never fear. I have you all in an Excel document. You have a new mic. You sound louder today. Nope. I haven't changed anything. That's weird. Maybe I'm a little closer to the mic today. That could be. But so essentially, all of these people left. All these people left Twitter. Where's the list? Give me the list. Now, you literally said this site blows. It says Elon's advertisement, full list of companies that have boycotted. Where the frick is the list? Where's the full list? Okay. Apple has paused all advertising on X, which apparently, allegedly was $100 million, which is insane. Friday, Axios reported that Apple would pause its advertising on the platform after 164 rabbis and activists called on Google, Amazon, and Disney to stop advertising. IBM, the company that worked with the Nazis, the European
Disney.
Commission, and Lionsgate Entertainment have also suspended ads on the platform in response to Elon Musk's post. The companies who have so far paused ad spending on the platform include Disney, Paramount, Sony Pictures, Warner Brothers, Sky, and NBC Universal owner Comcast. This is definitely a crisis moment for YouTube. I'm sorry, for X/Twitter. These are the same people that are fine with the Hamas supporters cheering on the massacre that happened to innocent civilians. And by the way, also this exact same rhetoric all exists on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, TikTok literally was virally trending, supporting Osama bin Laden. Coincidentally, no gigantic pushback from the media on that. No hit piece from Media Matters about
The mugshot?
how all advertisers should pull out of TikTok. I do think it's a very interesting time to be pulling advertising. I mean, this is the Christmas buying season. I'm not sure that I would. I'm not sure that I would do that. Yeah, Rumble seems to be blocked on Chrome and Edge with a fake 502 error. Yeah, they're working on it right now. It's being fixed. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Definitely an interesting day of news. Now, all these people pulled out, and in response to that, you know, a lot of people stepped up. But, you know, so Apple, Disney, and other media companies paused advertising on X after Elon Musk boosted anti-Semitic tweet. What was that tweet exactly? Well, I'm not sure that I could say it's, you know, I don't know if I would call it anti-Semitic, but it's Elon really shouldn't be engaging as much as he does on Twitter. You know, that's what I'll say as a business owner, as somebody who, you know, has your company in mind. And look, all my criticisms, by the way, of X/Twitter is that all stays the same. That all stays the same. You know, that does not change. I still, you know, I have been following this for quite some time. I think, you know, you see Disney just joined a long list of large companies dropping ads from X. I don't know. It's very interesting to me that these people have decided to turn off advertising in the most important week of the year. For what? Here's a tweet. The artist formerly known as Eric tweeted, okay, Jewish communities have been pushing this exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. I am deeply disinterested in giving the tiniest shit now about Western Jewish populations coming to the disturbing. And then Elon said, you have said the actual truth. This is, you see, okay, so I'm deeply disinterested in giving the tiniest shit about Western Jewish populations coming to the disturbing realization that those hordes of minorities that support flooding their country don't exactly like them too much. You want the truth said to your face, there it is. And this is Charles Weber. To cowards hiding behind anonymity of the internet and posting Hitler was right. You got something to say, why don't you say it to our faces? What? What's going on here?
I saw what you've been posting. Hitler was right.
This is a real ad?
I didn't teach you that. You hide behind your screen, spewing all this hatred and ugliness. You got something you want to say? Get out of the truck and say it to their faces.
You gotta be kidding me. This is a real ad? This is a real ad? This was... You gotta be kidding me. That was real. I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from you, Dad. So then this individual, which I don't know,
he wasn't saying, he was commenting on what the kid
blah blah
posted,
blah blah
that
blah.
Hitler was right.
Jewish communities have been pushing the exact type of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. So then Elon says, you have said the actual truth, to which then he then said the ADL unjustly attacks the majority of the West, despite the majority of the West supporting the Jewish people in Israel. This is because they cannot, by their own tenets, criticize the minority groups who are their primary threat. It is not right and needs to stop. I don't know what am I missing there? What am I missing on the what was said that was anti-Semitic? That Jewish people won't call out, the Jewish community won't call out the people that really hate Jews? Is that what I'm missing? Because I never think about Jewish people ever. I never do. I don't give a shit about Jewish people, just like I don't care about
doesn't matter.
Hindu people or Muslim people. I don't care. I don't ever think about you. I think about like family and friends. The last of which is their religion or race. I don't care about any of that stuff. That's gonna get clipped. I don't care. I don't ever think about anybody being Jewish. I don't care. So Elon saying you have said the actual truth. This cost him $500 million. So Elon saying you.
How?
That's the terrible thing that Elon Musk did. Jeremy, I don't care about Jews. I don't care about Palestinian people, and I don't care about German people. I care about people. Individual people, you know? I never think about this stuff. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people that do, but I still think it's an extreme minority. And I think it's financially expedient. Doesn't Jeremy have a Jewish friend? I do. But we never talk about him being Jewish. We don't talk about him going to synagogue or about his foreskin or any of that crap. That's just not normal conversation. These weirdo like leftists that actually hate Jewish people that just pretend, you know, it is my opinion that a lot of these leftoids just coincidentally have been attaching themselves to this Palestinian, you know, the pro-Palestinian cause, mostly because they don't like Jewish people. You see it all the time when these far leftists, even in our own government, think nobody's watching the kind of stuff they say about Jews, you know? I don't ever think about these people ever. I think about people in my immediate circle. Cover the trans rabbi. Let's see how many tolerant Jews are when they get infiltrated by. I mean, I don't know. Are any religions even, you know, the Catholicism is fine with trans stuff and fine with LGBTQ stuff, apparently. Churches have been getting woke for quite some time. So anyway, is he really your friend if he doesn't ask how your foreskin is doing? That's actually a fair question. I think that's a fair question. I don't know. I mean, this is a massive financial blow for Elon, and a lot of people think like, oh, it's not like. I mean, you're talking about enough money to completely crush Twitter. Glenn Greenwald, a Jewish individual, says, I think sometimes people forget that Media Matters was created, shaped, and governed for a long time by David Barak, arguably the single most craven, deceitful, and amoral scumbag DC politics has ever seen. There's no way for anything decent to be spawned from that rotted root. Of course, Elon writes Media Matters is pure evil. I mean, I think that most of these bully organizations that exist, when you think about like bully organizations that stand on, you know, anti-Semitism or racism, two names really come to mind, and that's Media Matters and the SPLC. And if you understand the way finances work, and you understand the way the flow of money works, it's very similar to what I talked about when we talk about the homeless problem, okay? It is financially expedient for Media Matters for anti-Semitism to exist for Media Matters. It is financially expedient for anti-Semitism to continue to exist for the ADL. It is financially expedient for racism to stay on the forefront of everybody's minds for the SPLC. That is undeniable. Just like how hundreds of millions of dollars it is financially expedient for the homeless problem to not be corrected. We know this to be true because we saw San Francisco fix it in 12 hours. There is hundreds of millions of dollars that get poured into bully organizations like the ADL, Media Matters, the SPLC, and others in the name of fighting racism. That is not to, I do not mean to insinuate that racist people don't exist, because they do. Right? Like, they absolutely do. Actual racists exist. That's a real thing. However, it is not financially prudent to organizations that reel in hundreds of millions of dollars every year to solve any problems whatsoever. As Mr. Civility points out, Salvation Army makes $3.75 billion a year. Do people get helped by the Salvation Army? Yes. But the number one benefactor is the Salvation Army. Just like St. Jude's, right? Every idiot gamer whores themselves out this time of year to raise money for St. Jude's. Does St. Jude's help children? Yes. But the children are not the number one benefactor of the hundreds of millions of dollars that pour into St. Jude's Children's Hospital. St. Jude's Children's Hospital is the number one benefactor of children's cancer. Okay? The whatever homeless coalition, blah, 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 blah. What does it say? You didn't send, November 19th. Early access to Black Friday. What do you mean? I did send that. What do you mean you didn't send? I did send that. Confused. Now, I'm not saying that these organizations don't do good, but I am saying that it is 100% against their ability to exist long term to solve any problems. I 100% believe that that cancer could be cured and that AIDS could be cured. But it makes far more money to get people on drugs for their entire life than it does to actually fix anything. Managing the symptoms, managing the disease is the profit. There is no profit in curing anything. All the profit is in perpetuating and managing the symptoms, whether it's homelessness, or it's cancer, or it's AIDS.
Message deleted. Sunday, 12:14 p.m.
These people aren't looking for cures. They're looking for a way to give you a pill every day so that you continue making them money. Why do you think the big push, where do you think the big push on transgenderism has come from? My opinion, the pharmaceutical industry. If they can get thousands of, puberty-confused teenagers pumping hormones into their body, something they will have to do for their entire lives, that is extremely profitable for them. Are there racists out there? Yes. Are there anti-Semitic people out there? Yes. I'm not exactly sure what crippling Twitter's and X's ability to advertise does to fight anti-Semitism.
Hey, Norman, Jeff answered calling. Let's report you over at.
Oh, that you didn't send anything. Yes, I did send an email. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to make.
I just think that, like, I don't mean to be so. I don't mean to be so jaded, but it's like when all these organizations are like, oh, we're fighting anti-Semitism. Are you? What anti-Semitism has the ADL defeated, other than giving John Greenblatt a gigantic salary?
Tuesday,
like, seriously, what has the ADL how has the ADL defeated any anti-Semitism? How has the SPLC defeated any racism? Remember, the SPLC is an organization that took time to tell the world that Pepe the Frog was racist, that the OK hand symbol was a symbol for white supremacy. This hand symbol that people have been doing for 100+ years.
Messages.
Exactly what have they done except raise a ton of money? So, with all my, all my complaints about Twitter and things of that nature, I 100% support them absolutely burying Media Matters. I want to know who's funding them. I want to see every internal email. I want to see how they coordinated. Remember the is it the ASPCA? No. What's the quote unquote free speech organization that supposedly handles lawsuits for is it the ASPCA? There's so many acronyms. I'm getting them mixed. ACLU. Yes, thank you. ACLU. Remember when the ACL, am I remembering this right? The ACLU was behind Amber Heard's lawsuit for Johnny Depp. The
Really?
ACLU's own marketing people were like telling Amber Heard to do this lawsuit, all this kind of stuff. What in the hell does the ACLU have to do with that? This is an organization that's been fighting for your free speech, but we're also coordinating, encouraging, and promoting a lawsuit from a spousal abuser, Amber Heard. Literally what? I can't think of any of these like global organizations. I can't think of any of them. I can't think of anything that none of them are pure. At minimum, they're all for profit. Okay, let's at least accept that fact. And I don't care; they're allowed to make profit. Okay, but let's not pretend like the, ACLU is out there fighting for free speech when they're spending time coordinating a lawsuit for Amber Heard. Like I don't agree with that. I don't think that I don't think that that's a free speech issue. So excuse me if I don't think. Now, are there people at the ADL that are pure of heart? Probably. Are there people at the ACLU? Probably. SPLC? Probably. But I'm not exactly sure that they're the ones actually making the decisions in these companies. What does collapsing the advertising revenue on Twitter do to fight anti-Semitism? Can anybody say? This does not help, the Jewish brand. This does not help stop anybody from saying the things that they want to say. Yeah, the lower ranks probably believe in the movement. The upper ranks are profit driven. I'd agree with that, OFP boss man. Yeah, so this wild. I'm curious what this lawsuit's going to look like. Do I think that Elon's going to bankrupt these companies? I don't know. But from what I understand, from what I understand about this lawsuit is that X has the receipts that Media Matters literally created this little special situation where they could finally get an ad to serve. Where they finally got an ad to serve. They wrote up a whole article. So they did not identify anti-Semitism or ads running next to anti-Jewish stuff. They created a scenario where they finally got an ad to display. The numbers were in the billions of ads and impressions and things of that nature. Where is that? I want to... Oh, by the way, Chris Pavlovsky, shout out Chris Pavlovsky, CEO of Rumble, also wrote, when I said the cavalry is coming, I wasn't joking. In the coming days, we are going thermonuclear as well. Everyone is about to witness the greatest pushback against the censorship regime. The people's support for all organizations in this is mission critical. If you look at it, the facts of the matter on Media Matters, quote, research that led to everyone pulling their advertising, wrote, Media Matters research is to manipulate the public and advertisers. Media Matters created an alt account and curated the posts and advertising appearing on the account's timeline to misinform advertisers about the placement of their posts. These contrived experiences could be applied to any platform. Once they curated their feed, they repeatedly refreshed their timelines to find a rare instance of ads serving next to the content they chose to follow. Our logs indicate that they forced a scenario resulting in 13 times the number of ads served compared to the median ad served on Twitter. Of the 5.5 billion ad impressions on that day, less than 50 impressions were served against all organic content featured in the Media Matters article. It is all a setup. Like, it is, all of it is a complete setup. There is an ongoing attack against Rumble right now, by the way.
Yeah.
So
That's why they were
try
down
to,
earlier.
hopefully you can stay with it. Hopefully people can get in. I think it's a DDoS attack. That's what I'm hearing. I wonder if it had anything to do with, Rumble saying that they're going to stand up against this. By the way, this stream is sponsored by CBD Distillery. It's finally here. The CBDistillery.com Black Friday sale is on, and it's incredible. Right now, you can get up to 40% off everything when you use code BF2023. Choose from a range of expert-formulated CBD and other plant-based solutions for relaxation, stress, sleep, and pain after physical activity, even mood and focus. People absolutely rave about their sleep tinctures and gummies. I, for one, use their gummies every single day. Imagine that, a calm mind, a deep sleep throughout the whole night. Sounds amazing. No artificial flavors, preservatives, or sweeteners. Don't miss on their massive sale, 40% off your order. That's cbdistillery.com. Enter code BF2023. That's cbdistillery.com. Code BF2023. Not available in Idaho, Iowa, and South Dakota. But I do use their products. I use the product. I also have the soft gels, too, that I take. And I've enjoyed them. They work for me. They help relax me. They help me sleep better. So if you're thinking about it, 40% off is a pretty good discount. Some people getting together to fight back against this censorship. Cobra Tate commits $1 million a month. Babylon Bee, $250,000. Timcast, $250,000. TWC Health, $150,000. Benny Johnson Media, $50,000. Censored.tv, $40,000. The Quartering, $25,000. Hodge Twins, $15K a month. Donut Operator, $10K. Buffalo Guy Ron, doing $5K a month. People are picking up advertising. Now, I think it's probably, it's us small businesses kind of banding together and advertising on X probably isn't going to offset, Apple pulling $100 million. This actually is a tax write-off.
It's a company tax.
It actually is a tax write-off. But what I'm hoping is that it buys time to follow these lawsuits. Look, even Coffee Brand Coffee, by the way, made a statement. These guys seem pretty good. Coffee Brand Coffee supports free speech. We understand not everything everyone says makes you feel good, but we do know our coffee, tea, and cocoa does. We've launched our first 3 ad campaigns to support Elon Musk on Twitter, with 2 more coming ASAP. You can see we're running ads. And I also upgraded Coffee Brand Coffee to the business, the $1,000 business plan. We launched our Black Friday sale too. Hey, it's me, Jeremy. You may recognize me from my YouTube channel, The Quartering, but I'm also the founder of Coffee Brand Coffee. We're a US-based company with thousands of 5-star reviews, and that's because our customers love that we roast our coffee fresh to order. They do. You won't find a fresher or more delicious coffee anywhere else. And I can promise you personally that you won't find a business more dedicated to serving their customers. You won't. This week only for Black Friday, we have an insane deal for you. The entire website is 20% off. Our absurdly highly reviewed monthly coffee club, Roaster's Choice, is 60%
Or you
off
can use
for
mine.
the first month. And our wildly popular Christmas gift boxes are 10% off this week only. I know with the holidays, wow. Pretty good deal. What's the profit margin on coffee? It depends how good of beans you buy. You know, if you buy junk dropship stuff like some people, it's very good. If you buy your own green beans and roast them yourself like I do, it's not bad. But people who just white label their stuff make a lot more money than I do. Oh, sorry. Curious. No, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. A lot of people sell dropship coffee. I don't, but a lot of people do. Kyle Rittenhouse launched a book. Did you know?
Sparks uproar. Why?
Did you know Kyle Rittenhouse wrote a book and everybody's big mad about it? Everybody's big Weenie Hut Jr. mad. Extremely Weenie Hut Jr.'d. You should have named it Bicep, B-Y-E-C-E-P. That's what I think. The link to the giveaway, I was trying to wait till Rumble gets fixed to put it in the chat. There's usually twice as many people here by now. The funny thing about the meltdown around Rittenhouse writing a book is absolutely legendary. Like, these people want this guy dead. They want him dead. So he wrote 2 years ago today, accused of unjust charges. I heard not guilty 5 times over from a jury of my peers who heard the facts. My case split the nation into opposing sides fueled by emotions, politics, and misconceptions driven by the media and political figures. Well, yeah, including the freaking president of the United States. Today, I want you to learn the truth and know the real and honest version of my story without filters and an agenda. My story of survival, resilience, and justice is now available for pre-order. So he got a book. I don't know if he wrote it or if it was ghostwritten. Doesn't matter. I'm all for this kid. You know, I'm all for this kid having a chance to earn a living. You see Mark Dice, not to mention Facebook censored people defending you and blocked users from posting facts and videos about the incident. I'm sure that's in the book. Another egregious violation of the American principles by a big tech oligarch in attempts to hide the truth. I mean, the media ruined this kid's life. He's never, do you think this guy's going to get to go to college like a normal person? You should invite him on the show. Yeah, I texted him this morning. Haven't heard back yet. And the meltdowns, like, the people are still calling him a murderer. By the way, since we're on Rumble, I can say, you know, people are still celebrating a guy that violently, anally raped children. One of the men that Kyle Rittenhouse defended himself against was a violent child rapist. A violent child anal rapist. Mark Ruffalo lovingly referred to him as JoJo. Brendan Herrera wrote, I had the pleasure of reading a sneak preview at Kyle's new book, and I'm excited to read the rest. Pre-ordering mine today. Shout out. This guy, Ryan Sheed. Don't know who he is. Claims he's a veteran. The truth is Kyle Rittenhouse purchased an AR-15 with the stimulus money he received from Donald Trump. He had a friend purchase a weapon for him because he was too young. Love those gun laws. He then went to a place of known unrest with a firearm. Whoa, he's allowed to be there. He played judge, jury, and executioner. Kyle had no idea what the history of the people he shot was. Well, yeah, one of them was a violent child rapist who also repeatedly called him the N-word for some weird reason. The first person Kyle killed had a plastic bag of toiletries and was attacking him. The second was responding to the first shooting with a skateboard and attacking him. The third pulled his gun because of an active shooter. That's the only one that I could have given a pass on because he pulled his gun on Kyle too. The things that were overlooked leading up to this shooting were insane. Kyle wanted to shoot someone so bad he could taste it. This is a libelous statement. There is nothing, he cannot possibly know that. He is presenting that as an absolute fact. I did not get any stimulus money, but if you did, I hope you bought a gun with it too. It's always a great time. He had no reason to be there other than to get in trouble. Well, gee, I wonder, what about all those Black Lives Matter people that bust in? You know, all the Black Lives Matter people that were from Chicago that came to my state, in my city, in Kenosha, and burned it down. This person doesn't have any problem with those people, does he? Like, I'm being genuinely serious. Kyle Rittenhouse didn't belong there, even though he was there to render medical aid and this, that, and the other thing. But all the rich white kids from northern Illinois that came to Chicago or to Kenosha and burned it down, they had every right to be there, but Kyle didn't. He wasn't the only one with a gun that night, but he sure was the only coward to use one. Actually, the guy that had his bicep blown off, I believe he used his gun. Kyle Rittenhouse is a killer who got away with it, period. Who the military told to piss off to. I mean, you almost feel bad for these weirdos. This guy's mind is so poisoned with absurd rhetoric around Kyle Rittenhouse. Like, not one thing this idiot said was true. I mean, I guess one of them, the one was kind of true where he said that the other guy pulled his gun. And let me be very clear. Kyle Rittenhouse was not, I don't know what the Webster's dictionary definition is, and maybe you guys could tell me, but as far as I know, actively defending yourself against a violent attack is not a quote-unquote active shooter scenario. I don't think Kyle Rittenhouse using his weapon against somebody who is trying to kill him will qualify as an active shooter scenario. I suppose maybe by the absolute most reductive version of its definition, it might. But the reason these people use that rhetoric, active shooter, is because it is to imply that he was indiscriminately firing into a crowd, the same as the trans individual in Nashville. When you say active shooter, that there's like the dictionary definition, there's like the letter of the law, and then there's the spirit of the law. Well, when you say that there was an active shooter, you use that word, that phrase, because you know people will associate school shootings, right? That's why he called it an active shooter scenario. He wanted people to associate Kyle Rittenhouse with a school shooter.
We're good now.
That's what I understand it as. And so everybody's having a melty over this book.
Who? Bessie?
Where's this? Not even worthy of being a doorstop. Sickening. Just what we need. This is completely absurd. All these idiots probably bought Brian Stelter's book, though. I just don't know how anyone can milk the deaths of two people for every dime they can get. As far as I know, now, I don't mean this in a negative manner. I'm not trying to, like, you know, I'm not trying to, like, dump on Kyle, but as far as I know, he's basically broke. As far as I know, and I don't know how much of it he can even, like, really talk about, but, like, as far as I know, is that, you know, everybody.
What do you do that again?
I don't
Go to her
understand. Like,
channel and type her name.
there are still a
and
lot of people
yours.
out there, by the way, that believe Kyle
There's 2
Rittenhouse killed black
videos and a
men.
link in
A lot of
community tab-
them.
in community tab too.
I believe that.
Yeah, not her channel.
From what I understand, there were a lot of lawyers who I don't want to name because they're lawyers and they're litigious people. But what I believe is that, from what I understand, is there was a lot of money that poured into Kyle Rittenhouse's legal defense, but he didn't get any of that. His lawyers got rich defending him. There were other people who were raising funds in his name while he was in prison, locked up, and I don't even know if he ever got that money.
It lagged out. She acted like she had some control.
Careful
over
with the
that.
links in chat, boys.
I was out in the boondocks.
Ricky's guy says, have Kyle as a guest,
But
give him
that
some guidance
first
and
one
starting a
where
Rumble show.
he called my
I just think
wife
Kyle
a
is just a
blue
regular
tongue
kid. I
lizard
don't think he
stuffy.
wants to create content. I think he just wants to live his life.
Over one comment. She made a video about it. Community.
Yeah, I like. Of course, during my big show today, the DDoS attack goes on.
I don't see anything in the community.
There are a lot of people that still believe to this day that Kyle Rittenhouse took a gun across state lines and killed black people, and that number is in the tens of thousands of people. I would predict.
Ninja Drill. Why is she posting other people's streams?
Like, I'm not even kidding.
11 days ago.
In the tens of thousands of people that believe Kyle Rittenhouse took a gun across state lines and killed black people. Because that's what the mainstream media said. Kyle's life will never be normal. He will never be able to, have a normal job or get, do anything that normal
What,
kids
is she using bots here to help the algorithm?
That's just a fact. There are a lot of people that got rich off Kyle's name too. And there are a lot of people who want him dead. There are thousands and thousands of people that tuned in to CNN and were completely fine with a small town in Wisconsin getting burned to the ground because some guy overdosed on fentanyl, allegedly. And then they wanted
she made it
Kyle Rittenhouse dead.
private.
There were people that would have told you they wanted him.
Community post.
They would want him the death penalty for him because he killed a pedophile.
Yeah, those 2 shorts. Yeah, that's why I did. I went
And
full
like,
war against her.
That's why I'll
chuckled
buy his
at a
book, even
couple
if takes a while to read it. I'll buy.
I chuckled at a couple of Duke's shorts because it was obvious who it was, and I just said Essie on one of them. And then she made that video, and now she's sending people over here. Yeah, but that one that was hilarious. She actually thought she had the power to end my stream. She made it insinuated that anyway. I thought it was hilarious. She's got a Discord. Her Discord link doesn't work anymore. I'm probably banned from her Discord. I've gotten a lot of Discord personal invites to on Discord of people I don't know. I mean, I just ignore them, but it's hilarious. And is she just using this drama just to raise her subs? Her sub numbers? Dookie's wife expose. See, she's attacking people's families. That's crazy.
His book out of solidarity. Yeah, I'm hoping that they fix the DDoS thing. It keeps getting to like 2,000 people and then dropping. I think that people can't be using the app, which is like a lot of people are having trouble with the app, which is a big portion of my viewership. But the show must go on.
Oh, she just attacked Anna Banana too. New one.
One of the greatest victories that...
All right. Let's play with this a little bit. Look at this. Dookie, Anna Banana, and Jody Who in a huge...
Oh my gosh.
Single frame.
I know, I just can't help myself.
She just whispers into the camera too.
Jody Who. I have so much on Jody Who, it's not funny, Dookie Dookie.
She has so much on Jody Who, it's not funny.
I have full portraits of her. Wow. It took some doing, but I managed to get Jody Who in a single shot. I know. It's not easy.
This lady is
And
gone.
I had to do a separate one for Anna Banana. But hey.
And she did one on Anna.
Dookie. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, it's night's end for me. Dookie. Steve, over you. Jody Who.
Look at this, Northwoods Press.
Anna Banana.
Giving her the punch. The deer. Yeah.
I'm leaving it here for tonight. I'll come back if I get the alarm. But really, they can probably handle it themselves. Here's the thing, Dookie. Your wife.
He sounds high as
and
fuck.
your stepchildren and your child, they didn't sign up for this.
Right, so then why are you attacking them? They didn't sign up for this. My wife didn't sign up for this to be called fucking
It's night's
bullshit.
end for me. Dookie, we got you. We got you, dude. You should have just stayed quiet, but we've got you now. Thank you. Oh, Dookie. We don't even need to go to 58 seconds. Dookie, we got you. Thank you, Dookie.
Jesus, same thing over and over again.
You know what I've found since I started dealing with Dookie and his horrendous group of men and women who seem to think it's okay to dox a person's home. They don't know anything about me. And Dookie has proven to be an illiterate arsehole who knows nothing about me. But you know what, Dookie, I'm about to dox your wife and children.
You're to dox your wife and children.
Since I started.
And this guy is supporting her. Northwoods Press.
Dookie and his horrendous group of men and women who seem to think it's okay to dox a person's home.
Oh, that's Midwest Game Channel.
They don't know anything about me. And Dookie has proven to be an illiterate arsehole who knows nothing about me. But you know what, Dookie, I'm about to dox your wife and children. Do you know what I've...
That's something.
Do you know what I've found since I started dealing
I'm saving
with
that.
Dookie and his horrendous... He will get to the point where he will absolutely go crazy at the thought of anyone being called Dookie. But here we are, Dookie. We are.
Yeah, notice none of them have, they may have been here, but none of them have said shit in my chat today.
Do you not care that your wife is about to be doxxed? Or does she not care? Is she that enabling? I don't know. Just ask him. So Dookie makes memes. Well, Dookie doesn't do it because he's not that way inclined. He just says to someone, hey,
Max in Northwoods is live right now. He's dropping comments. Like 7 minutes ago, he dropped a comment on these shorts.
Each and every one of you that goes into Dookie's live or comments are going to find themselves on our fun channel. Now, oh my gosh, how good a day it's going to be. Well, oh my gosh, how good a day it's going to be. Well, you, sir, are going to wish that you never, ever came my way.
She's sick, man.
Oh my gosh, how good a day it's going to be. Well, you, sir, are going to wish that you never, ever came my way. Because I'm about to, well, Dookie, I'd give you the opportunity to just back off, but you didn't. So now, here's your wife. She is about to be numero uno. Who do we have next? I think it might
Look at this.
be
Northwoods is all up in her comments.
Dookie, Mrs. Dookie. Oh dear. Look who's come into the play. It's Havoc. Havoc clearly has not been here. Because if Havoc was here earlier, it's not about being out and about and this is my dinner. It is the backstrap, the lamb backstrap with
the tenderloin. It's not a backstrap.
And this
like an idiot
is.
I can't even see this comment. Yeah, that's weird.
Celery.
Can't even see this comment.
And one of my. It's not about being out and about and this is my dinner. It is the backstrap, the lamb backstrap.
I'm watching all these comments though if I see these names.
Little jus. And this.
Jesus.
This is my
lamb
dinner.
sirloin backstrap.
It is the
that is a tenderloin.
Backstrap, the lamb
it's not a backstrap. Like an idiot.
And there's Minnie Meeks, the smallest of the huskies. She has a foot fetish. Moving. Who have we got?
He might have. No, I just seen one of his comments though.
But ooh.
He can't. He can only block me on his channel. He can't block me from seeing his comments. The only way she can block anything is to make it private or make it members only. Because I'm not going to pay for. Well, I don't even think she has memberships.
This is what you get.
Jesus, she's obsessed with him. Look at this. These aren't that old.
You know. Guess what, Dookie? Guess what?
There's some serious psychological issues here.
Dookie. What a Oh no, Dookie decided to be a smart bitch. Oh, okay. Alright, Dookie. Here we go. Expose on the wife. And the 2 stepchildren and the child. Oh my god, but all adults, so Dookie. You know what I love the most about your shit-kicking channel? Oh dear, we are definitely... Oh no, Dookie.
This is today. I'm 20 shorts deep,
You must be
and we're still on
so
today.
Incredibly boring. She's sitting there. She's like, what the? She says, why is this happening to me? What's going on? Oh, good.
56 of them.
Man, you must be so incredibly boring. She's sitting there. She's like, what the? Dookie and the pirates. 6:57 now, Dookie. Because this is currently 6:67. Wow. We've got a purple book. Not exactly a black book, but almost as good. Oh yeah. Puppies and I have discovered all kinds. Oh, so apparently the pirates would... No, pirates are calling me a bat. Here's the deal, Dookie. It's the same deal that we've had offered to you all along. Stop your bullying of myself and
Bullying.
the many others who you
She's screaming.
just love to hate on your silly shit ass channel. You and your buddies, Steve ABQ.
But she has
who
a
I'm
lot of
about
them,
to
actually.
expose.
I've seen them.
Charlie
I'm not listening to all
Boy.
these.
Dookie.
His wife.
Dookie.
Dude.
Alright, Dookie. Dookie.
Joseph.
Ah, Dookie. Dookie. What do you think, Dukes? What should I have for dinner tonight? I've got some backstrap sirloin there in my basket. What do you think, Dookie? What should I have with it? Salad? Prunes,
yes.
Dookie. Dookie. Howdy doody dandy. Hmm? What you up to today, Dookie Doo? Dookie Dookie Dookie. Steve ABQ. Oh, Steve, I thought we were friends. Every time I turn around, dude, you are snitching on me. Oh, yes, he's putting up more videos, Dookie Dookie. Oh, what are we gonna do, Dookie Dookie? Dookie Dookie Dookie. Ooh. Oh, yum.
We're giving her some views.
Oh. Dookie
You got a
Dookie
dislike on
Dookie.
her.
What are you gonna tell her?
Yeah, she is getting some interaction.
What are you gonna tell her? Dookie Dookie Dookie. So what are you thinking now, huh? What are you thinking now? Do you think it was a smart move to dox my home address, Dookie Dookie Dookie? What's wrong now? You have to tell your wife that... Alright, so you're wondering how this is all working? And this is the big baby behind. This is how this all operates. Just got a bit of spitting coming down on us. As I was saying, this is so cool, and I am definitely going to go out and about doing this for the puppies.
Puppies? We have those in every grocery store here.
That's so cool. 10 cents for each one. Okay, so what happens is you come here, you put your can or bottle in there, and the smoker is 2 days. Refund. The first one was $8.20. The second one was $10. Dookie, dookie, dookie. Here we are, number 36. Ooh.
Yeah, this is when she was dropping
Dookie,
comments on my page too.
dookie.
No, girl.
Let me just tell you this, Dookie, Dookie, Dookie. If anything,
Dude, it is mania.
happens, Dookie, 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 and his little...
Oops. Oops.
Dookie, 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 and his little ANCAP friend, Charlie Boy. We call him Pinocchio because he wants to be a real boy.
She hearted her own comment.
Oh dear, ANCAP, Steve ABQ. We know who you all are.
Jesus Christ.
Dookie, dookie, dookie. Here's the deal. Explain, apologize, remove the videos you've been making of me. Ah, dookie, dookie, dookie.
His are entertaining.
Dookie, 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 dookie. Well, I did give you lot an opportunity to explain. Dookie, dookie, dookie. Whatever have you been up to? Now, dookie, dookie, dookie. Which one of you attended Cal Poly and received their bachelor's degree? Who
Pretty cool.
worked 30 years as a radiologist in 2 separate hospitals? one in California, one in Pennsylvania. And who did all of that before returning to New Mexico to retire in 2015?
Cal Poly, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Academy Boulevard. Okie dokie. 25 videos in, what was it? 24 hours. Oh, is that all? I was, a little preoccupied. Had the festival to go to and load all those videos and whatnot that got all those likes. Wow.
First public
Hadn't
hater.
even stepped in the gate and already there was, what was it? 2.2k views. Wow. Anyway, dookie. Keep streaming. Keep talking. Keep those people in there. Dookie. Can you confirm that moderator's comment status? Dookie. He's starting to poke around now, man. Steve A. Oh, that's amazing. Dookie. What? You've got to be kidding me. You deleted all those hours and hours of transporting the recently deceased?
Man, she is on it. I
Why
wonder if
would
she's here
you
too.
do that?
Wonder who she has here. Hopefully nobody. I don't care. But this is kind of a sick obsession.
Dang, dude. No, you got it wrong. You got it very wrong.
Yeah, I don't need this.
I'm not watching. I told you this. Others are watching. One person is watching, restreaming it to the others. And yes, Steve ABQ. We know who each and every one of you are. Oh, dookie. Really? Mighty potato, if you were a chicken breeder and you had foxes on your boundary,
I don't really care anymore.
and you wouldn't
Tired of
get
this shit.
a
Let me look at
single
something here though, and I'll show it to you guys. I responded to a bunch of them. Look at this. She went through all my shorts and stuff. Like she thinks I'm posting shorts or something. That's why she's in it. Oh, I'll thumb it up. I wonder who already thumbed it up though. And I'll even heart it because she's being nice. Mentions. Okay, no mentions for the last week. Some thick shit there, man. All right, guys. I'm going to close out with the old one. Oh, yeah. And it sounds like she changes them midstream almost. Creepy. Let me just play this outro video. I'll be on again tonight. We'll be able to discuss it more. Yeah. Crazy. All right. I'm going to try and get this one fixed pretty soon, too. Peace, everybody.
Pulling up Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. She got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All